Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first round, the windy round of playoffs. We are here with HD Media, brought to you by Braxton Live, down here in Spencer, West Virginia, home of the Roane County Raiders, and they are playing host to the Weir Red Riders today in what is an absolute monsoon. Hurricane is coming through, and it is brutal conditions out here. Joining me today, none other than Shane Oney. And Shane, we have harsh conditions.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Hey, I'm tell you what, buddy, this is rough.
Brutal.
Oh, man, this is the worst weather we've had all season. I mean, you were talking about that earlier, and it's the truth. We have not had any that we saw. I mean, maybe some other teams did, but this is by far the worst weather we've had for a ball game yet.
Yeah, very blessed late, even going into November. Our last contest we covered for Braxton County, 75 degrees.
We wore shorts.
Yeah, we wore shorts.
Yeah, shorts and T-shirts.
Press box was warm, hot, and so to come out here a week later.
And a lack of press box.
Yeah, we are on top in the elements for sure.
Yeah.
Not wearing shorts today.
No, sir.
But we do have a great contest for you today, folks, and you've got the Weir Red Riders in town. They're 7-3 in the season. And the Roane County Raiders, what a season for the
outstanding
the Raiders.
Season.
10-0, and hoping to continue and build that to 11-0.
With some very convincing wins along the way.
Just trying to get the schedule flopped here while we get this situated.
Folks, it is blowing sideways up here.
Yeah, the weather's calling for 5 to 10 mile an hour winds. We have 20 to 30.
Oh yeah,
and that's not
keeps lifting the canopy and blowing tarps loose.
Yeah, it's brutal out here. The offense for the Raiders averaging 42 points per game. Their defense allowing pretty stingy, Shane. Overall, over in 10 games, 11.6 points per game.
Well, and that's a great indication of the season they've had. I mean, they have done very well, and like I said, scoring a lot of points. Had one shutout on the year, which surprised me to some degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you see an average of 11.6, you're thinking, they pitched a few shutouts along the way, but they only have one shutout.
But it was against a AAA team in Lincoln County.
There you go. Yep.
Very impressive. The Weir Red Riders at 7-3, they are averaging offensively 25.8 points per game, and defense allowing 17.4 points per game. So a little higher than the Raiders, but still yet that defense stingy for the Red Riders as well.
Still a great season for these guys, and really sets up to be an interesting ball game. Is the weather going to affect these offenses? What's going to happen there?
Well, and you think of game plan. We talked about this. If everyone's game plan was to throw a little bit more than typical, is this wind going to – are they going to change there? Are they going to have to adapt that game plan?
The wind is strong enough to change a throwing game right now.
Absolutely.
Now, is it going to stay there? I don't know, but
it could also be a factor in special teams. When you think about kicking, you think about punting, field position. A lot of factors going to come in today with this weather.
Well, now, field conditions, this field is beautiful.
Immaculate.
My goodness, Roane County has done an amazing job with their turf. It is beautiful. It's as nice a field as I've seen, and then compliments out to number 80 for the 50-yard line. I love it.
I do too.
Love it.
One of the first things we noticed.
It was. We were instantly, in awe. So that was very classy.
Yeah. Honoring Alex Miller, a teammate of the Raiders from the 2019-2020 season.
Yep.
Who lost his life
playing a game he dearly loved.
Yes, he did. So hats off to the Raiders for sure on that. Got some interesting – now, Oak Glen, the one common opponent.
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Go ahead. Mention that there, because that's the only common opponent these two teams have in common.
And it was kind of interesting because I immediately wanted to see what they had in common. And so Weir actually beat Oak Glen 32-13 in their opening game. How does that set up?
Right.
And then Roane played Oak Glen for the last game of the season and beat them 49-14. Now, things change as the season progresses.
Absolutely.
Now, Roane County played them their last game, and you don't know who's banged up, who's iffy, who's questionable. The beginning of the season, you should have everybody. Did Oak Glen lose people along the way? Did Weir have people? There's so many what ifs.
Yeah.
So only common opponent and what I consider pretty evenly scored game. So I think we're in for a shootout.
I really do. What's also interesting, we talked about this in our travel here. This is the first ever meeting between these two schools.
Yeah.
So very excited to see the outcome. Now, obviously, back years ago, Weir for a long time was in AAA.
Got a little history, don't they?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So in researching this game, some interesting fun facts for you while we wait for kickoff and the teams to come out. 1916, Wallace Grove, a player for the Red Riders, passed away from practice injuries while Weir's first team was practicing the football. The football program was abandoned until 23 when G.E. Beck, serving as the first head coach for the Red Riders, took over back in 1923. So for 7 years, there was no football as a result of that.
That's interesting. I never heard that.
Roane County, I hadn't either. I found that and thought that was very interesting research. Roane County High School opened in 1993, and Jim Harris serving as the first head coach of the Raiders. Raiders since then have had 5 head coaches, with Paul Burdett beginning his tenure at 2011 until present. He's the head coach. And then Weir, over their course of since 1923, 25 different head coaches.
There you go. That's it.
With only 8 of those coaches taking Weir into the playoffs.
Well, Weir, like you said, Weir has a little bit of history with getting into the playoffs and then doing pretty well.
Yeah. Weir has been to the playoffs 18 times since 1957 with a 63.9% winning average.
Now, I'm going to tell you, that impressed me. When you told me that, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean,
that is a impressive stat.
That's 6 out of 10, they're going to win?
Yeah.
Or 6.5, almost 6.5. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. They've got 23 wins in total and 13 losses. Weir has outscored their opponents in the playoffs by an average of 28-19 and has scored 1,006 points in the playoffs and only allowed 686 to be scored. Now, obviously, those are teams from the 50s.
Sure.
Well,
much more history in Weir than Roane, because Roane was a consolidation.
Right.
So, but still, nonetheless, 2 good football teams getting ready to square off.
So we shoot down to one more thing on Weir. Weir's current head coach, Frank Cicini. He is the 8th head coach to take Weir to the playoffs in school history. Go to Roane. They're 2-9 in the playoffs with an 18.2% winning average. Tom Hardeman and the current head coach for the Raiders, Paul Burdett, the only 2 head coaches to lead the Raiders to the playoffs.
I was a little surprised by that winning percentage because, as you know, we have some history with Roane County.
Yes, we do.
And my goodness, I've seen some really good Roane teams throughout the years.
Yeah.
Personally have never watched a Weir football game, so this will be my first Weir football game, but have seen many, many Roane County football games, and I was a little surprised by just 2 wins in the playoffs.
I was as well. So I thought that was some interesting history to share and get out in the open to see the styles of programs, the different programs, and with their first meeting, Weir County comes in with an advantage because they've got experience in the playoffs.
This is not new to them.
No.
They, like I said, they've been there, done that. They've got some history.
Yeah. Looking at the football state champions list, 1942, Weir. 1949, Weir defeats Milton, 27-13. 1957, Weir defeats Fairmont Senior, 19-12. 1960. At that point, Weir is AAA. They defeat Nitro 40-0.
Wow. In a state championship.
In a state championship. I think you got page 2.
I do. 1961, Weir at AAA defeats St. Albans 27-6. And again in 1973 at AAA, they play East Bank, and they actually lose that game 10-0. That was a good ball game.
Yes, it was.
That was a very good ball game.
So there for about every decade they were in the playoffs.
But they've had a little bit of a dry spell.
They have.
So it's going to be interesting to see if these guys, have got what it takes to get Weir back in there on a consistent basis.
So then you go all the way to 1998, and Weir, now down to AA, defeats DuPont 20-17. And 1998, the last time that Weir made their way into the state title run.
That's been a little while.
It has been a little while. Now, again, in the playoffs, a lot.
In the thick. So.
2 pages of playoffs.
That's pretty impressive. I'm sure there's a few other schools that have got some history like that, but that's still a great program over the years,
Absolutely.
year in and year out.
Their last time they played 3 games out of 4 in 2018. Defeated Poca 41-14, Nicholas County 63-43, and then fell to Fairmont Senior 59-0. And we know Fairmont Senior won the title in 18.
Well, and what was the opening year for Weir football? 1916? Did you say?
Well, that was 1923. It restarted.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you think about this: how many schools have a history that goes back to 1923 that are still current?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Through consolidations and downsizing.
There are not a lot.
There's not a lot. Not a lot have that kind of history.
No.
Pretty neat.
We are going to step aside for a commercial break. Come back here and get ready to meet the captains, coin toss that, and a whole lot more here on Braxton Live.
It's the off-the-wall sales event going on right now at Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. It just takes 3 easy steps. 1, pick out your brand new vehicle from Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. 2, look for your manufacturer's invoice and tear it right off the wall. 3, get the best price right up front and take delivery of your brand new ride. It's that simple. Text or chat now at DutchMillerFord.com.
And we are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
It looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed, he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Prescription for Your Health is a personalized health plan that's overseen by your physician that incorporates a medical plan, a personalized fitness plan, as well as education focusing on nutrition and well-being.
We try to tie it all together with a health coach to help individuals work through and set up realizable goals and then be able to work towards those goals.
The patients who are participating regularly really enjoy the program and do feel better.
Roane General Hospital is care you can trust close to home.
Make sure you are informed. With HD Media, we are leading the state in local, digital, and print media. We are storytellers. We focus on education, health, entertainment, politics, opinions, sports, and the outdoors through our websites, print, or social and mobile apps. We work every day to enhance the lives of our customers by informing, entertaining, and empowering our readers in the communities we serve. We are HD Media.
West Virginia sports fans want the most out of every minute, and Parmar's got the items to raise your game. Whether it's cold drinks, snacks, fuel, or tailgate supplies, you can expect service that is second to none at Parmar stores. We're talking fast, friendly, and convenience, all on your way to work or the game. So it's time to raise your bar. It's time for Parmar.
Poco Valley Bank, where relationships matter. Bank where decisions are made locally. Now serving customers in Kanawha City and the Charleston area.
Welcome back to HD Media, brought to you by Braxton Live, covering the first round of the playoffs between the Roane County Raiders and the Weir Red Riders. Also brought to you by Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley, Roane General Hospital, Poco Valley Bank, Go-Mart, and, of course, HD Media. Captains are on the field, Shane, and we were talking before going live. We remembered coming out when we were their age, coming out cut-off shirts, no pads, in conditions like this.
Absolutely.
And being tougher than woodpecker lips.
Yep.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm soft.
It's gone.
It is cold.
It's gone. Just looking at them gave me chills, and I'm layered up, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm still just a bit chilly.
Yeah, it's not warm.
If a wind would quit, I think it'd be all right. But I'll tell you what, give the fans credit. They're here.
They are. Captain for Weir, you've got number 74, Cameron Jones. Number 3, the quarterback, Malachi Stromal. If we say these names incorrectly, we are sorry. Number 11, Kanye Green. And we had Jamari Bass, I believe number 4, also serving as captain for the Riders. Red Riders. For Roane County, number 10, Briar Begler. We also have, looking at trying to get their numbers, they're going back in to come in out the tunnel. Number 27, number 21, I believe, Paxton Trimble. And we lost them in the shuffle.
But they have captains.
They have captains. Trying to hold on to a canopy, look at the field, and watch our little barricade here.
But it is about to be showtime, and I don't know about you, Oates, but I'm ready to watch some football.
I'm ready to watch some football. That's what we came here for, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
An
and I don't
exciting
think it's
day.
not going to disappoint.
No, this could be a game. Could be a very fun matchup here.
Well, and you and I both, we just over the years have enjoyed looking at matchups and you know, playing the numbers game and analogies, and you go down the rosters and you look at sizes and you try to. It's just fun to speculate.
It is.
You know, so
absolutely. That's what makes this so fun.
I just see a lot of possibilities on both sides of the ball. I feel like Roane has got a very complete team. You know, actually getting to watch them play this year. Now, Weir I have not seen, but looking at the roster, a young line led by one senior lineman that I saw.
Absolutely.
You know, speaks volumes for the potential that they have for next year as well.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you start looking at all these little innuendos, if you will, and it's pretty exciting. So we're about to get started, buddy.
Yeah. You got number 3, Roane County Raiders hosting the Weir Red Riders, and we are about to get underway here in Spencer, West Virginia. Roane County going to receive the ball to start the contest. Number 43, Albert Schiebel, placing the ball here and
kicking with the wind.
With the wind to his back, because it is blowing in our face.
Thing, man, up in Big Otter.
It could. Here we go. End over end kick. Fielded at the 12. Here we go. Nice return, nice seam. Got a lot of guys standing around for the Raiders right there.
Yeah,
Shane.
yeah. There was a whole lot more white around that than there was red. So I'm sure that will get addressed quickly. That was Shea Harper on that return.
Spotted at the 27, and that's where the Raiders will take over. 1st and 10. They are facing the rain, facing the wind. Could come into play with their passing game, Shane.
Well, and this is just my opinion, but in the second half, I think I'd like to be going the other way.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Great House starts under center. Nice surge by that line, Shane.
Wow.
Out to the 35.
Wow. What a great, that was nothing fancy, nothing pretty.
Yeah.
Just, here we come.
Stop us if you can.
That's it.
Looking at 2nd and 2 now on an 8. Don't you like those 7, 8, 9-yard pickups on first down?
Oh, my goodness. That just, as a coach, you go,
yeah.
Okay.
Changes your play calling a little bit. Tailback gets a surge. He's got a first down. Needed 2, got about 3.5. And, you know, with having experience seeing the Raiders like we have this season, that's something that really stuck out to me very quickly. Watching them on film, then seeing them live, was how their line surged and played on the other side of the ball.
Very, very much so. Yep.
Hey, Great House. Got to put that mouthpiece in. That's important.
We got
our first
star
flag
or something there. I
yeah,
don't know.
That never settled in to feel comfortable from the get-go, did it?
It sure didn't. One of the things I was going to address too, you know, when you talked about Roane, their line is not what I call big, but I would call very athletic.
Yeah.
You know, just that they don't have those 300-pounders across the board.
No. It's the first penalty of the day awarded to the Raiders. False start.
Well, like you said, that play never did look right from the beginning.
Begler checking back in for the Raiders. Jacob Greathouse, a freshman, in his first playoff game for the Raiders. How about that?
Yeah, boy.
Nice surge, nice B-gap run up the right side.
And you'd like to have had a few more on that, but I don't see Roane abandoning what they've done to get here.
Yeah, I don't either. Coach Burdett's kind of old school coach,
yes,
if you will. Been at it a while. He knows you don't go away from the game plan too much. The Red Riders loading that box too. That wasn't a bad game. He picked up about 5 on that. Still not a third and manageable, though, Shane.
Not exactly, but here's the thing, and we saw them. Their play calling, I felt like, was very good. You know
Yes.
what I mean? They were very smooth.
Yep.
Coach took advantage of some opportunities because this is that questionable, do you stay on the ground or do you go ahead and go to the air?
Yeah. Look at that box loaded for the Red Riders. Defense not set there, but that front wall did a great job right there.
Weir really finally got all, which they've had 7 guys in the box every play. And finally that time they won that battle.
Now here's where the weather comes in. If the Raiders decide to punt, they're looking at a 4th and 6. They're going to have the wind in their face.
It does not appear to me that they're punting.
It looks like they're going to go for it. So you think Coach Burdett has a little faith in his defense?
It's either brilliant or clueless, right?
That's right. Pass over the top. It is hanging, and it is caught. Can you believe it with a flag?
Oh, my goodness.
Pulled in by, wow.
Wow, that was pass interference as well.
It was pass interference. Watch this replay. What a catch. That was impressive. Lane Watson pulled that in over the back.
That was a wrinkle and a half, buddy.
Yes, it was. That pass interference will be declined for sure.
And that'll be a first down deep in Weir territory.
Yeah, absolutely. Down, going to mark it at the 29-yard line.
Wow, great job. We talked about that play call, and they're not afraid to mix it up.
No. And I tell you, like you talked about, they're loading that box. Took a shot, and it panned out.
It sure did.
All right, let's see what they got now. Here we go. Hand off up. The C-gap opened up. It still spins down to near the 20.
Now that's that first down run
Yeah.
that you really, really want.
Officially spotted at the 21-yard line. Getting deeper in Red Rider territory.
Every OC loves it when you can pick up that kind of yardage on first play.
Oh, absolutely. And the wind's back.
Fierce, buddy. Fierce.
I'm telling you. And that gets negated. They got the line of scrimmage, and that was it. Begler tried to get in follow that fullback, and no doing.
He didn't. I don't even know if they got back to the original, did he?
They gave it to him. Yeah, they spotted it, so 3rd and 2.
It's going to be a good battle all night, I believe.
Yeah. Kind of what we anticipated.
Well, it's what we like. One way or the other.
Exactly,
A good game's always much funner to call.
All right, big 3rd down play to start this contest. Begler gets the call again, and he got a yard. Did they give him progress? They're going to mark him back. He's going to be a yard short.
Boy, I tell you, he's close. There's no doubt they're going for this one.
Yeah. So they are a football length in the red zone. 4th and less than 1. Need the 19. You like to have some cushion to get the 18.
Absolutely. Well, and if you're Weir, you got to come hard, but at the same time, don't sell out.
Right. And he got it. He's still churning. Big run. Delk takes it ahead. Skylar Delk for the first down, keeps this drive alive. And look at that clock chewing. It's chewing. We are down to 6:57 remaining in this first quarter.
This has been a very good Roane County drive.
One pass, everything else has been on the ground to this point.
I'm going to tell you right now, they are staying strong behind Mr. Jarvis.
Yes, they are. And Delk got the carry. He got about a yard, about 2 yards on that carry. 2nd down and 8. Spotted at the 14-yard line. Hard to see through our barricade. Slide on down this way, Shane.
Well, I've just been kind of ducking and weaving to get under the
It's a good day for ducks, I'll tell you that.
Yes, it is.
The duck and weave dancing. And there goes Begler. Oh, no, that's number 31. Cuts it up inside, out of bounds. Near the 10. Where they spot him out at, I can't see.
Well, I'm trying to get everybody cleared and see where he's going to settle in. It looks like he's on the 12.
On the 12. So they got a couple more, so you're looking at about a 3rd and 6. That was number 31, Shea Harper, the ball carrier.
Roane does a real good job spreading the ball around, too.
They really do. Big third down play here. And there's a seam. He's busted in the open. It's going to be a touchdown for the Raiders.
Wow.
Big touchdown. Briar Begler scores. That was a nice run.
Well,
watch that replay.
Yeah, that was just great downfield blocking as well.
Indeed. And then that second effort lunge over his receiver that was blocking well downfield. Got him in.
He smelled the end zone.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to be denied.
So that first score occurred at the 5:37 mark, and the Raiders going to go for 2 here. Motion to this near side. And that 2-point conversion is good.
Yes, sir.
Yep, 8-0. Raiders score in their opening drive.
A dandy drive it was as well. They chewed some clock right there,
Yes,
buddy.
they did. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here on HD Media and Braxton Live.
All set?
Good to go. Bladderbuster?
What is all this stuff?
Oh, can you believe they have everything? They got all this.
Did you gas up the car?
I don't think they have that here. But they got spaghetti dogs.
We need to go somewhere else.
We'll talk about it.
At GoMart, we've got everything you need, nothing you don't. We're keeping it simple so you can get in, get out, and get on the go.
It's the off-the-wall sales event going on right now at Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. It just takes 3 easy steps. 1, pick out your brand new vehicle from Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. 2, look for your manufacturer's invoice and tear it right off the wall. 3, get the best price right up front and take delivery of your brand new ride. It's that simple. Text or chat now at DutchMillerFord.com.
Raiders set to kick the ball away after they scored on their opening drive. A nice, methodical, long drive, Shane.
Oh, it was hands down smooth.
Now let's see if their defense can step up here. Deshaun Smith back deep, and number 7 for the Riders.
Got a lot of whistles going off there.
Yeah, we got a false start against the Raiders. That's going to back them up 5.
That was a good kick, too.
It really was, in the wind.
Yeah.
False start is a call against the Raiders.
Now, it's going to be real interesting to see how the Weir comes out and, handles that.
Right.
Because it's not like it was a quick score. They methodically moved the ball down the field and then punched it in. It's going to be interesting. 78-yard drive right out of the gate.
7 minutes and 23-second long drive. How about that?
That's said, here we come, stop us.
Yeah. So back deep again, Devin Colson and Deshaun Smith. Wind is blowing. Gets off another end over end, going to be fielded at the 20. Here we go. That is Smith out the right side. Still on his feet. Got to get him down, boys. And they do at across the 40, though. Nice field position.
He's decently shifty. He just was very patient and just kept waiting and then squirted forward.
Yep, I was just going to allude to that. Very patient there between the 30 and 40-yard mark. Stayed behind these blockers just to see what would open up.
What do you know about the offense that these guys like to run?
They like what I saw, a little bit of 50-50.
Okay.
They like to spread them out. And let's see what we got here. Malachi Strumal, quarterback. High snaps, ball's on the ground. Raiders got it. Hey, that's huge.
Hands. Wow.
Right into the hands of number 32 for.
That ball never touched the ground.
It did not.
Oh, my goodness.
Colton Paxton came out with a huge, huge turnover.
He had blitzed, I believe, from the middle and just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Shoo.
Oh, my. Now,
that high snap affected everything.
It throws off that timing.
It does. We've talked about that for years.
Years. It's a pet peeve, you might say.
It is. So the Raiders have the ball starting at the Red Rider 33. On bounce line.
Yes, sir.
And that's number 10. That is Begler sticking his nose up in there. He got 3 yards on that first carry.
Now that time, and it kind of surprises me, we had a lot of red jerseys standing. Did you notice that? I'm not sure if that was a miscue, but
they may got froze.
Got froze in their spot.
I'm telling you.
It's definitely long sleeve weather.
Indeed.
What do they call that? Sweater weather?
Yeah. All right, 2 tight end set, I formation. Into the open. Big run there. Trying to see who comes out of the pile. Skylar Delk, the ball carrier. Number 6 and number 20. Charles Prentice and Kamar Bridges in on the tackle for the Red Riders. Still a pretty good game.
Yeah, manageable.
3rd and 4, yeah. You like 3rd and 4 and less,
yes,
right on 3rd down.
I would agree.
Of course, they're 2-down territory for sure.
Well, they proved that early on.
Yeah. And off Begler, got a hole. He sticks his nose, puts pressure on the hole very well. He got 2. See where they spot him. They're going to spot him just across the 25.
Not quite 2, 4th and 1.5 maybe.
Yeah.
Well, and they have evidently watched enough film that they're not very far from the right-hand side.
Yeah. There's something they saw on film.
Now, I did notice Weir jumping around a little bit. I wonder if they're trying to catch him out of position.
Good. Now here's the surge. And Greathouse checks the sideline. Snap. Pressure.
Oh,
first down. Still on his feet. Breaks into the secondary. And if number 32 had not been in his way, he was going.
Yep. That was
Colton Paxton kind of just stopped off his block.
I don't think he realized he'd gotten through.
I don't either. Down in the red zone for the 2nd time today off of the turnover. If they utilize the rest of this clock, they will have had the ball the entire first quarter.
I'm telling you, that's a statement in itself.
Yes. All right, here we go. Greathouse, hands off to Begler. He's in the open. He's at the 10. Cuts it back. He's at the 5. Can he get in? He spins. He's in.
Sure
touchdown.
Did. Touchdown.
What an effort by Begler.
Listen, that second effort right there was beautiful.
Yes, it was. Let's watch this replay. Slide on down here.
He stuck his foot in the ground, said, nope, going the other way, boys.
Yep. Got down to the 2, spun it in.
Wow. Nice job right there by the camera crew catching that.
Absolutely. 14-0. Raiders going to try and make it 16. 3-back set. Here we go. Oh, runs into a wall. The Red Riders. Number 6.
Yeah.
Ava Bratton stopped.
He said, you're not going any farther, bub.
Yeah, sorry, that was number 6, Charles Prentice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he stopped the Delk. Nowhere to go. We're going to step aside. Short break coming up here on HD Media.
Make sure you are informed. With HD Media, we are leading the state in local, digital, and print media. We are storytellers. We focus on education, health, entertainment, politics, opinions, sports, and the outdoors. Through our websites, print, or social and mobile apps. We work every day to enhance the lives of our customers by informing, entertaining, and empowering our readers in the communities we serve. We are HD Media.
West Virginia sports fans want the most out of every minute, and Parmar's got the items to raise your game. Whether it's cold drinks, snacks, fuel, or tailgate supplies, you can expect service that is second to none at Parmar stores. We're talking fast, friendly, and convenience, all on your way to work or the game. So it's time to raise your bar. It's time for Parmar.
9 minutes and 25 seconds has been all Raiders to this point, 14-0. They're set to kick the ball to the Red Riders. Commanding first quarter for the Raiders, Shane.
All Roane so far.
Nice end over end. You hear that thud of that football down to the 16, 17. Here we go. That's number 7, Devon Colson. He's out. He's in open space. Spun down. Ball's loose.
Ball is loose.
And it goes out of bounds. That's the second turnover by the Red Riders. And it actually got them even better field position.
I was going to say, yeah, they actually maintained possession, but my goodness, guys.
It came out quickly and went out at the Raider 46-yard line.
It probably gained 4 or 5 yards easy.
Yeah, as it shot out.
Now, I tell you something I see out of Weir. They've got a little bit of speed.
They do. Now we'll see what they have Strohmile in the shotgun. They got 2 receivers out wide to the right and 2 wide to the left. They're stacked on the right side. Motion to this near side. That's Green. Swing pass out to Green. He's got a little carpet to cover, and the Raiders close it quickly.
That's pretty good defense overall right there.
Yeah, just a 3-yard pickup on that. That swing pass out into the flat.
The swing pass, and this is just an opinion, took a little too long to develop.
It did.
It just took a little too long. He didn't really get him in stride.
And it looked a little, it just didn't look smooth.
Right.
So Strohmile sends out 2 to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Single back, that's number 4, that's Bass. Bass is into the open field. He's at the 30-25. He's going to score and put the Red Riders on the board. Got us a ball game, Shane.
Now there was an answer.
And a very quick answer.
A very quick answer. 2 plays and a touchdown. That was,
he got into the secondary quickly, and then corners couldn't catch up.
I don't know about you, but when I saw him stride out, did you notice the stride that young man?
Yes.
When he, that was impressive. You get him on the sideline, he's going to run away from people.
Yeah. Ben Howard's going to attempt the PAT. Currently 14-6. Snap is high. He has to stutter, and I don't know if it's good. We're waiting. It is good. It did go through.
Man, it didn't look like it.
I know, yeah. So 14-7, and we are going to take a break here on HD Media, Braxton Live.
Looking for a friendly bank that you can turn to in your community? Bank where the decisions on your needs are made locally. With online banking and 7 locations. Poco Valley Bank, where relationships matter.
Prescription for Your Health is a personalized health plan that's overseen by your physician that incorporates a medical plan, a personalized fitness plan, as well as education focusing on nutrition and well-being.
We try to tie it all together with a health coach to help individuals work through and set up realizable goals and then be able to work towards those goals.
The patients who are participating regularly really enjoy the program and do feel better.
Roane General Hospital is care you can trust close to home.
Welcome back to Spencer, West Virginia. The Red Riders on the board. Roane County leads 14-7. Red Riders had the ball for $124 off 2 plays they scored.
Well, they have a total of 3 plays versus Roane's 17.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so the Red Riders set to kick it away to the Raiders. High end over end coverage kick. Fielded by number 30 at the 27. He's got a hole. 35, it closed quick. Still on his feet and down to the 40. Tabletop.
That was a good run back for as much air as that ball had. The Weir defense, or the Weir recovery team, was down there quick.
Yep.
They were in good coverage.
That was number 88, Lane Watson. Yeah, it's amazing he got that much grass covered. That ball hung.
It hung a long time. It's going to be interesting now to see if this Weir defense can do anything with this Roane offense.
2 minutes, 5 seconds remains. Here we go. A little bit of offensive set and up the A-gap. Got about a 2-yard pickup there. That was Skylar Delk on the carry. Begler's got 7 attempts for 39 yards. Delk, 8 for 32. Harper 1 for 7. So you got 4 running backs that have touched the ball for the Raiders. Cottrell 1 carry for 5 yards, and they're all 5 yards or 4 yards better on their each attempt. So that's pretty good average.
That's a very good average.
Second down and a heavy 8. Motion to the far side. Scissors play, and that's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, that didn't fool anybody.
No, it did not develop well, and blocking was a little lax on that. Nowhere for Begler to go.
They ran that play right at number 74 for Weir, and Mr. Cameron Jones.
He's a tank.
He is a very large gentleman.
Yes.
At 6'6", 300.
And he's switching sides. He's going to the strong side of the field. Great house. Here we go. They run right at him, and he takes it near the 50.
Now,
Skylar Duck got it to the 49.
What did you notice about by running it at him? What did his position, he got too far upfield.
Yeah.
And that's what enabled that play to be successful right there.
He didn't say gap responsible. He took himself out of gap responsibility right there.
Exactly. Too much depth.
Yep.
And I'm sure that both these teams have watched a ton of film.
Yeah. Another 4th down for the Raiders, 4th and 1. And there he goes. Delks into the open. He's still on his feet, shucking and jiving down to the 25.
Wow.
Going to mark him down at the 24. Watch that. That's a very patient run right there, Shane.
That was very patient.
And well-executed blocking downfield.
He picked up a good 9 extra yards after making that cut back in.
Absolutely.
That was awesome.
Down inside the 25, mark it at the 24. Chewing clock. And that's the end of the first. Hey, big, exciting first quarter here in the first round of the playoffs. 14-7, the Raiders on top of the Red Riders. Back after a word from our sponsors.
It's the off-the-wall sales event going on right now at Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. It just takes 3 easy steps. 1, pick out your brand new vehicle from Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. 2, look for your manufacturer's invoice and tear it right off the wall. 3, get the best price right up front and take delivery of your brand new ride. It's that simple. Text or chat now at DutchMillerFord.com.
And we are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
A victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Welcome back to Spencer, West Virginia. Glenn Jeffries, a proud supporter of Roane County athletics, along with all the schools in the 8th District. Senator Jeffries is a leader of building new jobs and development in West Virginia. Vote Glenn Jeffries for State Senate. Another big sponsor for today's contest. And Shane, we've got a dandy game here.
Hey, I'm loving this, buddy. This is exciting.
It really is. First quarter dominated by the Raiders. Red Riders, though, in 3 plays, they still found the end zone and keeping it competitive.
That's exactly right.
So a new set of downs for the Raiders. Here we go. And out into the open space. That's Begler trying to get to the corner. Cuts it back north-south. Gets to the 5. Spins. Still pushing down to the 3.
What an effort.
He's been in the weight room.
Yes, sir, buddy. Because he's not a great big guy, but he is tough to bring down.
One sideline official at the 4, one at the 3. They adjust down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Raiders.
Nice job. Good hard running right there. Yards after contact, big time.
He got tons of yak right there.
Yes, sir.
He'll have double-digit yak yards today.
Oh, it's looking that way.
And up into the end zone go the Raiders. Skylar Belk finishes it. And it's a touchdown for the Raiders.
They are literally controlling the line of scrimmage 80% of the time.
They really are. I think the outside edge speed is going to go to the Red Riders.
Yep.
Which is where they're going to have to do their damage. But, yeah, the trenches where you want to win it.
Yep.
Definitely the Raiders to this point.
They just really do seem to be in control inside the tackles.
Yep. But something you brought up earlier in the broadcast, this Red Rider team, young.
Very young.
They're going to get some experience.
That was a false start.
Missed opportunity for that. 2-point conversion, no good. So 20-7 is the current score here early in the second. We're going to step aside for a short break here on HD Media, brought to you by Braxton.
Sure, you are informed. With HD Media, we are leading the state in local, digital, and print media. We are storytellers. We focus on education, health, entertainment, politics, opinions, sports, and the outdoors through our websites, print, or social and mobile apps. We work every day to enhance the lives of our customers by informing, entertaining, and empowering our readers in the communities we serve. We are HD Media.
West Virginia sports fans want the most out of every minute, and Parmar's got the items to raise your game. Whether it's cold drinks, snacks, fuel, or tailgate supplies, you can expect service that is second to none and Parmar stores. We're talking fast, friendly, and convenience, all on your way to work or the game. So it's time to raise your bar. It's time for Parmar.
Welcome back to the third-ranked home of the Raiders, Spencer, West Virginia. Roane County Raiders on top of the 13th-ranked Weir Red Riders. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go there.
20-7 currently here early in the second quarter. 29 seconds chewed off, and the Raiders set to kick the ball away. And he gets off a dandy. Fielded through the hands, down to the 1, and it's picked up. And let's see what we got. It's in trouble, but he evades it. Down at the 20. He turned nothing into something.
I'm going to tell you right now, give that young man some credit because that got ugly quick.
Yes, it did.
That was very, very impressive right there from Mr.
Devin
Bridges.
Colson.
Was it Colson?
The return man, but yeah, Bridges was the kicker.
Okay.
Colvin Cottrell was the kicker for
Okay.
the Raiders.
Okay, all right.
And they're going to give you progress to the 23. Our papers are wet, folks. Forgive us because
they're sticking to
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. All right, so now it is Strohmile and the Red Riders' turn. Twins left, single receiver out to this near side. It's going to be a pass, and it is pulled in by Kanye Green. Gets away from one defender, and the second one says,
Very, very good pickup on first down.
Absolutely. Brandon Richardson brought him down in open field, but it's a 9-yard pickup on first down.
And you just wonder, was Roane playing a softer coverage right there that time, which enabled that?
Right.
Because it didn't seem like anybody was right in that area right off the bat.
And it seemed like that pass took a while to
It did.
develop.
It was slow develop.
All right, now you got two receivers to this near side. Bridges goes in motion. And it's handoff up the gut goes number 4, tripped up. Jamari Bass, or he'd have got a lot more right there, Shane.
Yeah, he was just getting started, and he's a pretty good-sized running back. Once those guys get up and get their shoulders forward, they can be hard to bring down.
Yeah, he's a 6'2", 200-pound lad.
That's a good-sized running back in high school.
That's like having a refrigerator with a motor on it that runs.
A good motor, too.
Yeah, and big wheels. He can boot scoot.
I heard that.
Kanye Green checking out for the Red Riders. Pistol formation for Strohmile. And he's going to hand off to number 24, Smith. And he goes nowhere.
Yes, sir. That was well read by that Raider front line there.
Yes, it was.
Trying to see number 69 there. He really caused disruption on that. Jacob Bunner just didn't give that young man anywhere to go.
Right. Second down and 12, loss of 2 on that carry. It's the first loss of yardage for either team to this point. Twins left. Bass going to switch to the right side of Strohmile. And the quarterback going to keep it, and he squirts ahead, and he runs into Begler, and Begler stops him.
I'll tell you right now, that Roane defense was swarming. That was a great job.
Well, Shane, where have they done their most damage? The Red Riders.
Oh, on the outside.
On the outside.
Yeah.
It has not been very successful running in that middle.
Nope, there's not a lot of room.
And I think that they're going to adjust to that, obviously, and start chipping away on those outside. They send out 3 receivers to this near side now, single receiver to left. Play action, fires across the flat, pulled in, caught. 2 yards shy of the stick.
But it
nice
still
catch.
Makes a more manageable 4th and 2, 4th and,
Yeah.
If they decide it looks like they're bringing in the punting unit.
So Demir Mouter, nice catch, just 2 yards short of the stick, and they're going to punt it away. Into the wind. They're facing the wind now. Back deep for the Raiders, number 31, Shea Harper. And a little feller trying to get his number. Looks like number 1, Brandon Richardson. Snaps back, punts away. Nice punt.
Very good punt.
They're going to let it bounce. They're going to let it roll across the 10. Down inside the 5. Down to the 4.
Very nice.
So you talk about flopping into the field.
That was a dandy punt.
It was.
Now, another methodical drive like that could eat up part of the third quarter.
Absolutely.
the way they were going.
Hey, just a reminder, you can read all about tonight's game at wvgazettemail.com or heralddispatch.com or tomorrow morning in our easy newsstand versions. Also want to thank Frontier Communications providing production for this broadcast via the Media Center. West Virginia Coal Association, still, coal keeps the stadium lights on. Also, Martin Transport. Join our team of professional drivers, the best pay and benefits. You can learn more at driveformartintransport.com. And the Raiders going up the middle, and that is Delk out across the 10. Picks up 8 on the first down.
He squirted through a place where it didn't look like there was anything.
He swiveled those hips.
He just, we call that getting skinny.
Yeah, he got
skinny.
Yep.
Well, you know, gosh, give credit where credit's due. The line kept him stalemated, and he just got skinny.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Great house under center, Singer, receiver out wide to the right, and we're going to have a false start against the Raiders. Yep, false start it is.
On this deep
No.
in your own territory. That's a tough place to do that.
Offense. Second down.
Also want to thank Mullins Plumbing and Heating, a proud partner of Game Day. Contact us today for a free consultation. Tell you what, Shane, we couldn't cover these games without our sponsors.
That's right.
All right, handoff trying to get the edge. Oh, and he's thrown down.
Wow.
Begler nowhere to go on that one. Nice defense by the
Charles
Red Riders.
Prentice got in there and got a hand on him and did not let go.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Raiders.
Had he not gotten a hold of him, he'd have picked up some yards
Yeah.
out there too.
He had one more guy to beat on that edge on that replay, and he just could not get away. He had the bear claw on him right there. 3rd down and 8. Make it 7. Handoff up the middle they go, and out near the 10, out to the 9, a gain of about 2.
24 is Skyler Delk, the ball carrier.
They're going to give him to the 11. They're going to one sideline official's on the 11. He moved back to now it's back at the 9 where I thought he was.
There. I was trying to look down both sides. I can't really see with our tent here, but definitely a punting situation.
And they are going to punt it away. Back deep, very dangerous for the Red Riders is that number 7. That is Devon Colson. Got it. Punt. Raiders have the wind to their back. Almost blocked.
Close.
Going to be fielded at the 36. Here he goes. Colson's free. 25-20. And out of bounds. And we got a flag. Oh, this could be adding some more yardage on.
That looked like a late hit.
Yep.
Was it? I got this speaker in a way.
Yeah.
Just.
Well, tell him to tell you how it went. You got a couple opportunities. Could be late hit or could be blocking the back. Just trying to see. They're going to sort it out for sure.
We'll know shortly.
Here comes the white hat. See what it is. So, all right. Going to back it up to the 28-yard line. There was a lot going on in that mess right there.
Still really good field position. And Roane was very lucky that did not get blocked.
Yes. Another step and it would have, I believe. All right, here we go. Twins right, single receiver to the left. That young man right there is dangerous. He's got the edge, still on his feet. Churning and burning, out of bounds near the stick.
He wasn't done.
Jamari Bass running with purpose downhill. Got 9 on first down.
That'll open up the playbook.
Yeah. Yes, it will. Inside the red zone, second time today for the Red Riders. Raiders defense got to step it up here. 2nd and 1. They send 2 receivers out to this near side, 1 to the left. Stromal handoff to number 24, Smith. Still on his feet, takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Just a good straightforward run.
Very powerful run.
He's down close to the 10-yard line. First down, Red Riders.
So this should be 1st and goal. They've got it on the 10. It's not like you can get a first down. There we go. They dropped the sticks. And we got whistles. I believe we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Timeout Roane.
Roane County's going to take a timeout. Coach Burdett wants to look at something. Probably a wise decision. For sure.
Weir's picking up some chunks here.
Yes, they are. We definitely want to thank our sponsors for today, HD Media, GoMart, Poca Valley Bank, Roane General Hospital, and Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. Thank you all for the opportunity to cover this first round of the playoffs for your Roane County Raiders and your Weir Red Riders. Great ball game to this point. Mr. Bass for the Red Riders, 3 carries, 57 yards, 19-yard average.
That's impressive.
That's a good night.
That's a very good.
Mr. Smith, 3 for 7. Then you go over to Roane County. Skylar Delk, 13 carries, 82 yards, 6.3 yards per carry. Begler with 10 for 66 yards per carry. Harper, 1 for 7. And Cottrell, 1 for 5.
Well, as we'd seen with Roane in the past, they share the football.
Very well.
They do. They've got several things. Now, something I've been trying to keep up with here is Weir. Looks to me like they rotate their backs quite a bit as well. Even though it seems like it's the same guys. Of course, they've only had 10 total plays up to this point, where Roane County's had 26.
And they have another penalty, and I believe it's going to be, we'll see if it's a false start against the Red Riders. It is. That was awarded to number 55, John Davis, a 5'10", 225-pound sophomore. So that backs him up to the 15. First and goal from the 15 now. 2 receivers out wide to the left, 1 to the right. Kanye Green to this near side. Handoff. Almost lost it, almost pulled it out. That is Bass, and he is not going anywhere this time.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go right there, buddy. That miscue on that handle, he just couldn't get it tucked away quick enough to get started.
Well, and I'm wondering if it was a read, and the quarterback started to pull it. And pulled his back around. He pulled Bass around sideways, and by then the Raiders had closed in. Second and goal from the 15.
Whatever it was, it just didn't look real clean.
It was almost, it could have been really bad. Could have been a fumble right there for the Red Riders. All right, Strohmeyer in the shotgun. Bass alone setback, and Strohmeyer's rolling. Fires into the flat. It's pulled in. We got a flag. Receiver goes down to the 5. But we got a flag to sort out here. That was a mess.
Almost got to be holding right
there,
doesn't it?
It was in the area of a hold. And it was from the umpire, the head official in the backfield. And the Red Riders are killing themselves on this drive with penalties.
They sure are. My goodness.
3 penalties on this drive alone. You've got a holding call, a false start, and a block in the back.
That'll wipe stuff out real quick.
Well, it will, and it takes away any momentum that you had going for you.
Well, there are times when penalties don't hurt that bad, but in the red zone, they hurt.
Yeah, because now you're looking at a second and goal from the 31. That's a country mile right there.
That is a long ways.
They got 2 receivers out wide left, 1 to the right. And Strohmeyer wants to throw. He takes a shot across the middle. He's got a receiver. It is pulled in.
And it's a touchdown.
And it is a touchdown caught by number 7.
Wow.
Devin Colson. And I really thought as long as that ball hung up in the air that someone was going to get to it.
Listen, it's anybody's ball at that point. It is.
When they had a defender right there and he tried to swat it out of his hands and Colson held on tight.
He just simply missed with the swat.
Yeah.
He was in the right position. The hand came across properly. He just simply missed.
So now, 20-13. Red Riders set to attempt the PAT. Snaps back, kicks up, and it is right down the center. 20-14. Raiders have some work to do because the Red Riders aren't going away. We're going to step aside for a short break here on HD Media, Braxton Live.
Your bank shouldn't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. It's about you, your family, your future. That's why you're gonna feel good about Polka Valley Bank, because people have been feeling good about us for over 100 years. Bottom line, we have all the services of a big bank, but we're local. At Polka Valley Bank, our decision making is local. Our people get to know you and call you by name. It's a relationship with a bank that you can feel good about. See us online at polkavalleybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Prescription for Your Health is a personalized health plan that's overseen by your physician that incorporates a medical plan, a personalized fitness plan, as well as education focusing on nutrition and well-being.
We try to tie it all together with a health coach to help individuals work through and set up realizable goals and then be able to work towards those goals.
The patients who are participating regularly really enjoy the program and do feel better.
Roane General Hospital is care you can trust close to home.
Welcome back to Spencer, West Virginia, home of the Roane County Raiders and the Red Riders of Weir taking on each other here in the first ever meeting between these two schools. The Raiders up 20-14, and we got ourselves. This is a great first round ball game.
This has just turned out to be exactly what we'd hoped for, and that's what we call a ball game. I mean, a good one.
The Raiders jumped up ahead 14-0, but the Red Riders didn't go away. High end over end kick. Going to land at the 25, checks up. Here come the Raiders. Got a seam, got a hole. He's into the open field. I don't see a flag. You better run. He's at the 30. Can they catch him? It's going to be a kickoff return for the Raiders. No flag. I don't see a flag. I'm checking. It is a touchdown.
It is a touchdown. My goodness, what an answer.
I'm telling you. Wow. Going to mark that probably as a 75-yard kickoff return.
That was beautiful.
Because that ball checked up right at the 25.
It really just stuck, didn't it?
Yep, right there from the 25, and he took off, found a seam. Once he got through that mass of bodies, he had the kicker to work with.
Well, and one of the things I love to see is a young man run to the post.
Yeah.
Not to the sideline. The quickest way to get to the end zone is to run to that goalpost.
That's exactly right.
I mean, that's it. Nice job. Great return.
Missing a lineman here on the old special teams unit. We got him in there now. Here we go. Great house. Hands off, too. Oh, he's tripped up. Who snuck in there? None other than number 24, Deshaun Smith. Tripped up. Delk.
Stopped him before he got started.
Sure did.
I mean, goodness.
But nonetheless, hey, it's 26-14. And just when you think we were getting ready to go over the hump, the Raiders just answer right back. What a great return, and a little cushion for the Raiders.
This is right on track, with what we kind of anticipated, which was a little bit of a shootout. If both teams can stay hot here, it really could get interesting. The halftime adjustments are going to be fun.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Well, we've got 4 minutes and 31 seconds to halftime, or chocolate 30.
Yeah, hot chocolate 30, that's right. There at halftime, we're going to talk about some other contests from across the state in the first round of the playoffs, week 12.
Been pretty exciting so far.
It really has. I'm sure some listened to Freddie Persinger, Dave Jekyll on the high school game night last night, but had some great games, great matchups, some blowouts.
Yep.
But some tight games as well. So we'll talk about that at halftime, because the Red Riders are set to return the ball. Number 7 and number 24, Deshaun Smith back deep. And Colson's got it. 20-25. Got to get him. He's got the edge. He's got one guy to beat, and that's the kicker. They slows him up. Nope, can't get him down. 40, 30, tripped up and out of bounds. Saved by none other than number 24 for the Raiders, Skylar Delk.
Boys, if that would have been a back-to-backer,
that could have been some history right there in the making.
It would have blown the roof off this place.
I'm telling you, it would have knocked the hurricane winds out of here.
Wouldn't that be all right?
All the way down to the 25.
Wow.
Fielded at the 15. That is a nice return for Colson.
That's good field position.
Absolutely. 5 yards shy of the red zone. I'm sure they'll take it. That'll be some discussion in the locker room, I'm sure.
Guarantee it.
Twins to this side, to the right, single receiver left. Handoff, number 24. No, that's a quarterback keeper. He's got it, and he's going to take it in. No, they say he stepped out of bounds at the 12, 13-yard line. So he forced out of bounds at the 13, it looks like. I thought he hit it all the way. Quarterback even had us shucking job. Nice on that replay.
Well, they were slow on the whistle.
Very slow. He was in the end zone before the whistle blew.
That's why I was wanting to see the official in the end zone.
We got an official timeout here.
They're going to talk it over.
Yep.
This place is going to erupt either way.
Yeah, they're only going to make 50% of the folks happy.
Well, they got a 50-50 chance.
That's right. They're going to blow it either way. So
that's right. Boy, these guys can't make a good call, can they?
You know something I like what I see right there? I don't know if you saw this or not, but number 72, one of the linemen, he is out there laying into his Raiders. Christian Jarvis, a 6'1 senior. He is lighting them up.
He has been a staple of this Raider team.
He has. And he is getting in their grill, trying to get them fired up. So they're going to say it's officially marked. He was out of bounds at the 13-yard line. So big break for the Raiders. Here comes Strohmeyer. Handoff, number 4, tripped up at the 10.
Still a successful play, if you ask me. Anytime
Absolutely.
You can pick up, 3-4 yards down in there. You're moving the ball. You're keeping everybody honest.
Second down and 7 for the Red Riders. Offset I formation, Twins right, single receiver left. Strohmeyer. Play action. Handoff. Up the gut goes number 24. And he's down to the 5, Deshaun Smith.
Another good pickup. They're capable of getting a first down here.
3rd and 2 for the Red Riders. Yeah, they can pick up that first down, Shane. Looks like just across the 3. Here we go, Twins right, single receiver left. Handoff, and that's Colson. He's met at the 3, and he's hurt.
I mean,
he took a shot.
He sure did.
That'll slow him down.
Took it right on that hip, too.
Yes, he did.
Where are they going to spot that at?
They're looking. I think it looks like he's got it.
It does. They're going to
They're going to measure.
That only helps their Weir.
Yeah.
Let that young man walk that off.
Nice shot on that replay. He took a shot.
Did he take a shot from a helmet or from a shoulder pad?
It looked like shoulder pad.
Okay. It kind of looked like he stopped quickly.
Yeah. Brandon Richardson in on the stop. Yeah, he got, shoulder right on that hip.
Yep.
Helmet on the left side of the hip. So the measurement. See what they're saying. It's going to be 4th down.
Wow. Got to be an inch.
About a football, less than a football length short.
Well, I'm anxious to see if Roane jumps out of that 4-3. They sure
Yeah, they're
are.
in tight now. Here we go. Big play here in the first half. And Colson's got it. He's across, still spinning, and he's down to the 2. He got the first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Red Riders. Second effort's what really got that for
Yeah, because that was pretty much
Bass.
a stalemate right there on the line.
Yep.
Good job, both sides of the line.
First down and goal coming up for the Red Riders.
Did you notice that Roane stayed in that four-man front until right there?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Motion to this near side. Quarterback keeper, he runs into a wall, and he is not going to get a surge. He loses all the way back to the 5.
Ooh, good job by the Roane defense.
2nd and goal from the 5 now for the Red Riders. But, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That gives you a few more play options offensively. That gives you a little bit more cushion in the back of that end zone if you want to try a little pass.
Pass play.
Yep.
You're really limited on your passing when you're that tight. You know, you've got a slant or a turn, a comeback, just or a drag. I mean, you can't run anything fancy.
It's just too congested. Strohmeyer, he's looking. He's going to go. He's got a hole, and he's got a touchdown. Nobody in the middle. Where were the linebackers?
You tell me, buddy. That was too easy.
That delay quarterback draw was perfectly timed.
That's a good play call.
It really was.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Not a linebacker in sight. Got us a ball game. All right. Waiting for the PAT. It's up, man. It is blocked. No good. That's huge. So it's a 6-point lead for the Raiders, 26-20. Not getting a 2-point conversion here and there kind of hurts. It allows Weir to close in. Of course, that doesn't help either. So 1:45 remaining in this half.
I'll tell you something that's going to be kind of interesting, you know, is points off turnovers.
Yeah.
Because that's the difference in this ball game now.
That is a very good point.
That early turnover hurt.
Yep.
Or else might be tied up.
Very good point. And ever since the first, it's been pretty – everybody's been taking care of the rock pretty well.
I would agree.
Especially in these conditions.
Yep.
Definitely want to thank Glenn Jeffries for State Senate. Glenn has been a proud supporter of Roane County athletics along with all the schools in the 8th District. Senator Jeffries, a leader in building new jobs and development in West Virginia. Vote Glenn Jeffries for State Senate. Be anxious to see the stats for the first half, both sides.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to go back through there and just kind of see who landed where at the end. And I bet it's going to be very close, just as the score is.
What's amazing, time of possession is starting to settle in and even itself out. Roane County at 15 minutes and 10 seconds, 9:05 for the Red Riders. So, squib kick down the field. Fielded, go!
Oh,
not cleanly. Whose ball is it? Nobody hit it, went out of bounds. Who's got it?
Weir was the last ones to get their hands on it.
Well, that's what it looked like from here.
So that's going to go back to Roane County.
Boy, that was a break right there for the Raiders. Whew.
That could have been disastrous.
Especially right here at the closing part of the half.
Well, that gives you, I mean, even if all they get is 6, they go in tied up, that's a momentum shift at a critical point.
I really feel right now that the Raiders need to buckle their chin strap here. And
they need to get a 3 and out.
The Red Riders do.
Yep.
The Raiders need to buckle down and get with it here. All right, here we go. That's Begler trying to get the edge, finds a seam, and he's out across midfield. Big run. And I'll tell you what, Delk was a key block downfield for that right there, opening up.
You're exactly right. That was a key downfield block.
Watching that on this replay, he just gave him an escort and gave enough seal right there.
Just enough.
Yep.
That he cut back inside and picked up at least 10.
Because everybody pursuing,
11.
had really pretty bad angles. Their speed allowed them to make up that difference, but needed that for the Raiders. Great house. Muffled that snap a little bit, pulled out of his center a little quick. No gain on that play. That could have got ugly right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, that exchange. And, you know, that's just been a pet peeve of ours, all the coaching we've done together. It all starts right there. That exchange is critical. It has to be right.
So here we go. 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. Weir got their ears pinned back. Hand off. Delk up the middle. He goes. He's into the open field. One guy to beat. He's down to the 10. Hang on to it. Down to the 5. Before he's caught by number 5.
Weir absolutely had their ears pinned back. I'd like to see. I don't even think they had a safety. When they came out of that, all he had to do was hit the second level.
Yep.
And that's exactly what happened. And he was picking up chunks.
Yeah, there was nobody over the top. Had it not been for Crowder or Mauder, he would have been gone.
Mauder's pretty fast.
He is fast. They've
ran him down.
Yeah. 1st and goal. And spun down, tripped up down to the 4. Goes Begler. And we're going to have a timeout. Roane County's going to take a break. We're going to take a time here and just remind you all you can read all about tonight's game at WestVirginiaGazetteMail.com or HeraldDispatch.com or tomorrow morning in our easy newsstand versions. Catch all the action in those areas. Frontier Communications providing production for this broadcast via the Media Center. The West Virginia Coal Association. Still today, coal keeps the stadium lights on. Martin Transport. Join our team of professional drivers. The best pay and benefits. Learn more at driveformartintransport.com. And another huge thank you to Mullins Plumbing and Heating, a proud partner of Gameday. Contact us today for a free consultation. Now, Shane, I want to get you thinking. I know we have a half of football, but we got another half to go. But we got to start thinking of a player of the game. We have seen some great action here from both sides of the ball.
And I'm at this point
Both
in my
teams.
game, I am so impressed with the offensive and defensive lines because they're making this happen. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
That's where the to me right now the biggest battles are being won in the trenches.
Yep.
And I'm not trying to take a scapegoat by not calling out anybody individually, but you and I both know the game is controlled and managed right there in the trench.
No running back in history has ever had a 100-plus yard running game with a bad line.
True story. It's not going to happen.
Other than Barry Sanders.
Yeah. Well, that was the man.
He was special.
He was special. That's all I can say.
Yep.
What a fun guy to watch.
2nd and goal. Raiders would like to punch this in to close out the half. 44 seconds to go. Let's see what Great House has in store. Here we go. And it's number 10. His knee was down. I think his knee.
Oh,
no, they're saying touchdown.
Wow.
Did the ball break the plane? They're saying it did. I thought maybe that knee was down.
Yeah, I bet you Weird like to have a replay on that.
Yeah. We got one. But, hey, it's what the call is on the field.
It's pretty close.
It was. He may have had the ball stretched.
Well, and I'll tell you something. That official had the best view
Absolutely.
in the house.
And didn't even have to pay for it.
Well, he's getting paid for it.
Now, these extra points are crucial. Great House in trouble, fires into the middle, and it is incomplete. He had pressure coming from both sides.
They needed that.
They did. It's a 12-point lead, but they really needed to extend that to make it a true two-possession game.
Yes, you're exactly right.
So the Red Riders have a little time here.
41 seconds.
And we know they've got some scatbacks on the return team that can cover ground.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, if I was Coach Burdett, which I'm not, he's been doing this a long time, been to the playoffs quite a few times. I believe I would tell my kicker, kick that thing out of bounds.
You know what? What a great way to get it nil. The return's gone.
Yeah.
It's nil.
Kick it out of bounds. Make him work with those 41 seconds.
Yep, I have to agree. I think that's a very solid way to answer that return.
You've seen how dangerous both of these guys are. And I don't give him an opportunity.
Well, and Jomari Bass is one of the upbacks right there,
Yeah.
along with that Charles Prentice.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
plus Mouter, who chased down.
There you go. They've got some speed back there to return
They
that
do.
ball.
So anywhere from the 50-yard line back is dangerous.
Yes.
Kick that thing out of bounds about the 25, 30-yard line. And don't give them the opportunity. Let's see what they do. Ready to go. And he line drives it down the field, and it's going to go into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchback. That'll work.
Yep, that was a good one. I'm not sure that you can count on that consistently, but it worked out.
Well, one thing for sure, he did have the wind to his back. I'm sure that helped a little bit. But and I thought Colson was going to pick it up for a second. He looked like it.
Now, 41 seconds.
Yep.
You can't count Weir out. We've already seen that. But what do you drop to a prevent defense if you're Roane? Or do you just keep doing what you're doing?
Well, they're so dangerous either way. It's kind of tough to, you know what I mean? They beat you deep in the air
2 safeties.
Yeah. They're going to let you do it on the ground. And they give the ball to Bass, and he gets about 5, and that's it.
And that'll keep the clock ticking unless somebody called.
He's out to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Red Riders.
This should be our last play if they're not going to be in a hurry.
Yep. I think they had 1 timeout remaining. They got all 3 of their timeouts.
But I'm not sure what we're doing here. They can't run the clock out, or can they?
They did. Yeah, they could run it out because they had more than enough time. So that's the half.
For some reason, I had to play clock in the field clock backwards.
I got you.
That's why I was thinking they had to run at least 1, but no, I had the 2 upside down.
So at the half, it's 32-20. We're going to step aside for a few words from our sponsors. Come back, try and catch marching bands, that and a whole lot more here on HD Media on Braxton Live.
It's the off-the-wall sales event going on right now at Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. It just takes 3 easy steps. 1, pick out your brand new vehicle from Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. 2, look for your manufacturer's invoice and tear it right off the wall. 3, get the best price right up front and take delivery of your brand new ride. It's that simple. Text or chat now at DutchMillerFord.com.
And we are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
Gets better every Saturday.
GoMart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Prescription for Your Health is a personalized health plan that's overseen by your physician that incorporates a medical plan, a personalized fitness plan, as well as education focusing on nutrition and well-being.
We try to tie it all together with a health coach to help individuals work through and set up realizable goals and then be able to work towards those goals.
The patients who are participating regularly really enjoy the program and do feel better.
Roane General Hospital is care you can trust close to home.
Make sure you are informed. With HD Media, we are leading the state in local, digital, and print media. We are storytellers. We focus on education, health, entertainment, politics, opinions, sports, and the outdoors through our websites, print, or social and mobile apps. We work every day to enhance the lives of our customers by informing, entertaining, and empowering our readers in the communities we serve. We are HD Media.
West Virginia sports fans want the most out of every minute, and Parmar's got the items to raise your game. Whether it's cold drinks, snacks, fuel, or tailgate supplies, you can expect service that is second to none at Parmar stores. We're talking fast, friendly, and convenience, all on your way to work or the game. So it's time to raise your bar. It's time for Parmar.
Poco Valley Bank, where relationships matter. Bank where decisions are made locally. Now serving customers in Kanawha City and the Charleston area.
All set?
Good to go. Bladder buster?
What is all this stuff?
Oh, can you believe they have everything? They got all this.
Did you gas up the car?
I don't think they have that here. But they got spaghetti dogs.
We need to go somewhere else.
We'll talk about it.
At GoMart, we've got everything you need, nothing you don't. We're keeping it simple so you can get in, get out, and get on the go.
It's the off-the-wall sales event going on right now at Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. It just takes 3 easy steps. 1, pick out your brand new vehicle from Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. 2, look for your manufacturer's invoice and tear it right off the wall. 3, get the best price right up front and take delivery of your brand new ride. It's that simple. Text or chat now at DutchMillerFord.com.
Make sure you are informed. With HD Media, we are leading the state in local, digital, and print media. We are storytellers. We focus on education, health, entertainment, politics, opinions, sports, and the outdoors through our websites, print, or social and mobile apps. We work every day to enhance the lives of our customers by informing, entertaining, and empowering our readers in the communities we serve. We are HD Media.
I have this and it's like a t-shirt. I don't feel we're not doing it. Mom's like, watch out, me. Yeah, no, I had
I think so.
Mom went to her home. Yeah, she has two of them. Yeah, these aren't, they won't get warm. They have been out of the package for like an hour and they're still.
Virginia sports fans want the most out of every minute, and Parmar's got the items to raise your game. Whether it's cold drinks, snacks, fuel, or tailgate supplies, you can expect service that is second to none at Parmar stores. We're talking fast, friendly, and convenience, all on your way to work or the game. So it's time to raise your bar. It's time for Parmar.
Looking for a friendly bank that you can turn to in your community? Bank where the decisions on your needs are made locally. With online banking and 7 locations. Poco Valley Bank, where relationships matter.
Prescription for Your Health is a personalized health plan that's overseen by your physician that incorporates a medical plan, a personalized fitness plan, as well as education focusing on nutrition and well-being.
We try to tie it all together with a health coach to help individuals work through and set up realizable goals and then be able to work towards those goals.
The patients who are participating regularly really enjoy the program and do feel better.
Roane General Hospital is care you can trust close to home.
It's the off-the-wall sales event going on right now at Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. It just takes 3 easy steps. 1, pick out your brand new vehicle from Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. 2, look for your manufacturer's invoice and tear it right off the wall. 3, get the best price right up front and take delivery of your brand new ride. It's that simple. Text or chat now at DutchMillerFord.com.
And we are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
GoMart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Make sure you are informed. With HD Media, we are leading the state in local, digital, and print media. We are storytellers. We focus on education, health, entertainment, politics, opinions, sports, and the outdoors. Through our websites, print, or social and mobile apps. We work every day to enhance the lives of our customers by informing, entertaining, and empowering our readers in the communities we serve. We are HD Media.
West Virginia sports fans want the most out of every minute, and Parmar's got the items to raise your game. Whether it's cold drinks, snacks, fuel, or tailgate supplies, you can expect service that is second to none at Parmar stores. We're talking fast, friendly, and convenience, all on your way to work or the game. So it's time to raise your bar. It's time for Parmar.
Welcome back to HD Media, brought to you by Braxton Live. We got ourselves a barn burner here, Shane. 32-20, the Raiders on top of the Red Riders of Weir. And as cold and as brutal conditions, it's been a very exciting, heated, high-action football game.
Well, and if you had just walked on, you'd be like, oh, looks like Roane's not having too much trouble. But the reality is this thing has been really back and forth, and it started out looking like Roane was going to run away with it.
Yeah.
And then Weir clawed right back into it, and then all of a sudden here we find ourselves again with a 2 scores. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It just kind of cheated away. But, yes, this is a dandy ball game.
Well, that's a great point because Weir has clawed back within 6 twice.
Correct.
In that first half.
Correct.
And, that last quick score there by the Raiders gave them that 12-point advantage, but it was 6 until
just a few
44 seconds remaining left.
Exactly.
So the Raiders have had 5 possessions, scored on 4 of the 5 possessions, forced to punt on that 4th possession. The Red Riders have had 6 possessions and had to punt on 1 and then a fumble, their first possession, a fumble on the very first play that turned into points for the Raiders.
And really that was one of the things early on, that we were kind of anxious to keep an eye on because that was almost a momentum swing, but I was really impressed with how Weir handled that and then, came right back in on their next series and said, okay, we're going to score.
Yeah.
And didn't do it. They scored in 2 plays.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, we're not going anywhere, guys. Just because
right.
we fumbled and you scored, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, we're here to play a ball game.
Yep.
We're not going to just lay up and let you run over top of us.
So I'm going to be real excited to watch the changes and see how this. One of the things we were talking about is this field position thing.
Yes.
Let's see how that fares in the second half because as of right now, Weir has the better field position.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising. Their average starting position is the 49.
So you thought midfield to start with.
As a coach, how would you like that to say, well, we generally start about midfield?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
It really is.
So, that's big time.
And compared to Roane counties, they're averaging starting on a 34.
And if I had to say, that's probably average starting position in high school football.
Yeah.
30, 34, 35. Somewhere right in that range. That's very, very common.
It really is.
So as of right now, the score is a little bit tricky to look at. Now, you just switched screens on us there, and first thing my eyes went to is total yards.
Yeah.
That Weir, 129 total yards, but Roane, 252 total yards.
But you go back to the screen we were just looking at. When you're averaging starting at midfield, you can't rack up a lot of yards.
That's exactly right.
And then we saw a kickoff return from the 15 all the way down to the 25 where Weir started from.
Right.
So if you're starting from the 25,
you don't have very far to score.
That's exactly right.
And and I thought we were going to have 2 kickoff returns for scores back to back.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that would have been exciting. But wow, so far been really fun.
It really has, and both teams amassing the bulk of the yards on the ground, which in conditions today you would expect nothing less.
Yep, absolutely. I think there's been a couple of well-timed or well-called pass plays, that have picked up some yards, some key yards. But it has been very sparingly.
When's the last time you saw this? Both quarterbacks, 100% completion rate. Lyons, the third, the quarterback for Weir, 281.2 rating. And then Roane County's quarterback, 335.2 rating.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is.
But we're talking about a total of 5 pass plays to this point in the game.
Yeah.
But, the conditions are very indicative of just that. I mean, let's be honest. The less time you put that thing up in the air, the better chance you have. Hands are cold. The field's wet.
Football's hard.
The football's hard. That's right. So.
And the wind is the key factor here today in that. It
now,
just really is.
I am pretty tickled. Have you noticed it has died down just a little bit?
It's died down a great deal compared to what it has been. And the rain appears to have stopped.
It's just almost a light mist if it's doing anything. So. I'm glad. There for a little bit it was getting sketchy.
It really was. Workhorse for the Red Riders has been Mr. Bass at 9 attempts, 63 yards, averaging 7 yards per touch.
Yep.
And then Mr. Smith, number 24, 3 touches, 12 yards, averaging 4 yards per touch. Go to the Raiders side. They've spread it out a little bit more. Skylar Delk, he's got 15 attempts, 125 yards. Nice day for him.
Yep.
Averaging a little over 8 yards per touch. And then Begler, 13 for 87. So you're going to have, more than likely, you're going to have 2 backs for the Raiders over 100 yards of rushing by the end of this contest. Begler's averaging almost 7 yards at 6.7 yards per touch. Now, we haven't seen Harper and Cottrell touch it more than one time, but they're averaging 7 and 5 yards per carry. So those are good. If you're averaging 7 yards or 5 yards per touch, regardless, take it all day.
On 30 carries, their average is 7.5 yards per touch.
There you go.
That's wow.
Yeah.
So
a little bit different than the Red Riders. 17 carries total for 4.8 yards.
Yep. But here again, what we talked about, this average starting position has kind of nipped, that play. And I think we both agree the Red Riders have got big play ability.
They do.
They're that sneaky, get on the edge, and next thing you know, you're trying to play catch up. So I'm kind of anxious to see how this thing pans out in that second half when everybody comes out, see where they settle in. Some of these things are kind of similar. First downs, Weir's got 6, Roane's got 10.
Yeah.
You say, well, that's a little lopsided. Well, not really if you're starting at the 50.
Yeah, it's really not.
You can't get very many first downs.
Yeah, you really can't.
So, and we've had, 2 punts thus far?
Yep.
So, it's I don't know. I feel like we have a great second half of football coming up. I think anybody that sticks around is going to enjoy what they see.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Here's something else you don't see. 4th downs, both teams are 100% on 4th downs. Weir's 1 of 1. And Roane County's 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions.
How about that?
Yeah.
There's another interesting stat, that red zone statistic. 2 of 2 and 4 of 4. Time of possession, like you talked about early on, was starting to come back around a little bit because at the beginning, the time of possession was all Roane. They almost completely consumed the first quarter.
Yeah. And it's hard to do anything if you can't get the ball in your hands.
That's right. That's right.
And you look at the scoring stats by quarter. Roane County scored 14 in the first, 7 for Weir. And I think Weir only had the ball for a total of around 140
it was
in the first half.
just a couple of minutes.
Weir found the end zone twice in the second quarter for a total of 13 points, and the Raiders 18 points in the second. So
Now,
there's your 32-20.
Something you brought up was the missed extra points.
Yes.
That's going to be very interesting to keep an eye on as this game progresses, because those are opportunities left on the table.
Well, you think Roane County has at least 2, so you would be looking at a 36-20 score right now because 2-point conversions for them have fell short. You also seen a missed PAT by the Red Riders.
Right.
And then a blocked PAT. So missed opportunities there. They could come back to be a big factor depending on how the second half progresses.
Well, and we've all seen that close ball game where, wish we would have,
Wish we could have, should have, would have.
Yep, exactly.
Let's go to the scoreboard real quick. WV Metro News. We've got games going on across the state right now. In AAA, Parkersburg South, no trouble with Hedgesville. That's number 1 taking on number 16, 36-0 over top of Hedgesville, Parkersburg South. Big games last night. Huntington and Woodrow Wilson, no trouble for Huntington, 62-22. Martinsburg, that was a close ball game at the half. It was 14-7, but Martinsburg Bulldogs just said,
we're done.
Yeah, 42-14 the final there. Hurricane, no trouble with University, 56-13. And a game we had an opportunity to maybe cover, we just did not do it. And the weather conditions, glad we didn't. The AAA game of the week, it would have been brutal. 31-28, George Washington over Princeton. Princeton gave him a run.
Went right after him.
Bridgeport and Cabell Midland taking on, that game's tonight at 7:30. Jefferson on top, number 10 on top of number 7, Spring Valley, 28-7 at the half. And Musselman and Wheeling Park, that was a tight ball game, but number 8, Musselman, comes out on top, 28-23.
Very, very good ball game right
Absolutely.
there.
And in Double A, you got Double A there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Halftime right now, we got number 1 Winfield's up 22-0 on Logan. So that looks like a pretty good game going for Winfield right there. The Double A AARP game of the week, Independence 20, Bluefield 12. Now let me tell you something. That speaks volumes for Bluefield.
Yes, it does.
Coming in, making the playoffs at 5-5 and playing the number 2 team in the state and playing them a ball game, that's impressive.
And we saw Independence, and they are very impressive.
They are a very good football team. Number 13, East Fairmont, almost got in there with Scott, the number 4 team. Scott 35, East Fairmont 31.
And led the bulk of that game till the last closing minutes.
Yes. So one of the better East Fairmont teams I've seen.
Yes.
Frankfort 14, Nicholas County nothing. North Marion 37, Lincoln 7. That was a little bit of a surprise, but that North Marion team's pretty tough.
Yes, they are.
Fairmont Senior, there's the sleeper in my opinion in Double A. Didn't have much trouble with Chapmanville, 42-20. And then Herbert Hoover knocked off Clay County 63-26 for that 8-9 slot.
There you go. Fairmont Senior always, you can never overlook them.
No. Got single A, Mr. Oates.
Yeah, you got Williamstown. They're on top of Clay Battelle, 35-0. Williamstown, the second-ranked team. Clay Battelle, number 15. Cameron, number 3. They defeated number 14, Tyler Consolidated, by final 20-6. That's not a blowout.
No, that's respectable.
St. Mary's and Wahama will play tonight at 7:30. And then Man will take on number 5, Wheeling Central, at 4 p.m. at Wheeling Island. And then Dodgers County, no trouble with Van. They upset Van by a final 43-0. That is a huge upset.
Yeah, number 11 ranked team knocking off number 6.
Number 10, East Hardy, upsets Tucker County. We talked about Tucker County coming up, kind of thought they were a little overrated. East Hardy defeats them 34-6. And then the single A game of the week, AARP, Greenbrier West. They take care of South Harrison.
Pretty soundly.
Yeah, 35-0. So,
and that was a good South Harrison team.
It really was.
They were very scrappy, so they must have a little something going on there.
So we are set to get this next half of action underway, which means we are one half away from being in my truck with heated seats.
And full blast.
Full blast on high.
We're going to start that thing from the booth.
Yeah, that's right. Now, we're set to receive the ball in the opening half here. So we've seen how dangerous
absolutely
the return unit is for the Red Riders.
Well, and from based on what we've seen in the first half, this game is nowhere settled.
No.
This is not even close to being done. 24 minutes for these teams is a long time.
It sure is. It sure is. Don't forget, you can read all about tonight's game at West Virginia GazetteMail.com or HeraldDispatch.com or tomorrow morning in our easy newsstand versions. I'd also like to thank sponsors Frontier Communications, providing production for this broadcast via the Media Center. West Virginia Coal Association, still coal keeps the stadium lights on. Martin Transport, join our team of professional drivers. The best pay and benefits. Learn more at driveformartintransport.com. And Mullins Plumbing and Heating, a proud partner of Game Day. Contact us today for a free consultation. Whistles are blown. We're set to go, Shane.
Let's hack it. Let's make it happen.
Lays wood to it, and it's going to be fielded cleanly at the 15. And here comes number 7. He's dangerous. Still on his feet. He's got some blockers. He's got the edge. Colson, can he be stopped? Still down the sideline.
Wow.
And they're going to mark him out at the 34. I'm still surprised they're not kicking that ball out of bounds.
I wouldn't kick to him if he was the only kid on the field.
I would not either.
I mean, get me once, shame on me.
Yeah, the last time he got to the 25, I'm not going to give you another opportunity.
That's right.
But they did, and he made it pay. Kicked that ball out of bounds. All right, here it comes. Let's see who made the best adjustments here in the half. Motion to this near side, that's Colson. And it's a read, and it's going to be handed off and up the gut down to the 30.
That's a solid gain on first down.
Yeah, big 4-down gain. Deshaun Smith, he picked up. Where are they going to spot him? It is a 4-yard pickup, official now. Second down and 6. This is one of my favorite parts of high school football, seeing which team makes the best adjustments.
Oh, absolutely, because like I said, there's a lot of football left.
Twins to the right, single receiver left. Snap comes back. Lions up the gut he goes. He gets whittled oinked at the 27. Woo!
Somebody lost a hat.
Yep, and that would be Begler.
Better snap that thing down. Can't afford to have him off the field.
No. Sorry, that was Delk. Sorry.
High school football, when your hat comes off, you got to go to the sideline for a play.
So now it's 3rd and 3, and we don't have Delk out there. A big defensive player for the Raiders. Twins left, single receiver right. And that's a handoff to Colson. He's got a hole, and he's got a first down for the Red Riders.
That was just enough, wasn't it?
Yeah, needed 3, and he got 4. Drive is alive.
Yes, sir. Fresh set of downs, move the sticks.
3 yards shy of the red zone. They're 2 of 2 in the red zone today. Let's see if the Raiders can do something about it. Let's see if they can keep that percentage going. Twins right, 4 quick formation. Hand off to Colson, and he gets wrapped up, but he's still churning, still pumping those legs. Number 14, Ori May on the stop.
Let me tell you something. You cannot tackle that man
that high
around the shoulders.
No.
Yeah, he just kept running. I mean, that's poor tackling right there. Tackle them legs.
Inside the red zone. 2nd down and 6 for the Red Riders. Ball spotted at the 19-yard line. Twins left, single receiver right. And there goes number 24 up. He's about a yard shy of the first down. Deshaun Smith, and we have a flag on the play.
24, Deshaun Smith, the ball carrier, taking number 1, Brandon Richardson.
I did not see where that flag came from.
It's on the back side in the secondary.
Okay.
It's going to be close to a first down. They get nice spot on that.
Well, he picked up quite a few yards right there on that initial burst.
2 flags laying on the field. I think we got an ineligible. Well, it was a run play. We'll see what it is.
Dead ball, personal foul, number 74 offense.
Oh. Saw it on the replay. He was still blocking down the field while everybody else had let up.
Ooh.
So that negates that first down run.
Let me tell you something. That is a big young man at 6'6", 300 pounds.
Yep.
Blocking after the whistle, you get trucked. Head on a swivel.
Well, and you kind of stand out. They know who you are.
Oh, you can't hide. He
no,
can't.
No, he cannot hide.
Third and long coming up for the Red Riders. Let's make some noise.
So second down, and let's make it 16. Twins right, and a single receiver out to the far side. Lions takes the hands off to number 24, Smith. He's got the edge, and he's forced out of bounds near the first down stick. Going to be about 2 yards shy of the stick.
24, Deshaun Smith, the ball carrier.
That's a big pickup right there.
I'm going to say that the offensive line coach for the Red Riders has made some very good adjustments here.
He's gotten these young men inspired.
Yes. Twins right, single receiver left. Lone setback is Smith. Corey Lyons takes the ball, hand off to Smith. He evades some tackles. He's got a first down, head him for a loss, and nice scat backing right there. I don't. He planted and shuck and jived, and
when he stuck his foot in the ground, it was I don't know what he did, but man, who was in on that tackle just simply missed him.
Absolutely. So a new set of downs for the Red Riders. They trail by 12 here. Two receivers this near side, single receiver left. Lions hands off and wisely tripped up. Trying to see if that was indeed Bass. Pick up of 2. Would have been a lot more had he not got tripped up.
Yeah, he's pretty big guy too.
Second down and 8. They send out 3 receivers to the shallow side, left side of the field, single receiver right. Play action. Lions is rolling to this near side. He's looking. And he's going to throw it, and it is going to be caught.
Touchdown.
But we got a flag on the play.
Was he across the line?
Yeah, that's a good question. We'll see. It's a hold against the Red Riders.
Oh. Wow. Wow.
Yes. And the rain is picked up. So that's going to negate that touchdown. And it's going to back up the Red Riders to nearly the 19, about 18.5-yard line.
If they can punch this in, I'm going to be pretty impressed because they have done everything possible to stop themselves from scoring at this point.
Yes, they have. So we're looking at a second down and forever again. Wind is picking back up. We should have said nothing about it in the broadcast.
Because it's getting filthy.
That was a 5th penalty for the Red Riders today. Twins left and single receiver to the right. Bass lines up to the left of Lions. Lions looking in the end zone. He's got a receiver, and it is broken up beautifully.
That was great defense.
Yes, it was. Watch the replay, folks. Shea Harper defended that perfectly.
Picture perfect defense.
He had him a step or two, and he cut the angle, stepped and jumped the route, and across the body.
Yes, sir. That was great.
Yes. Officials out there talking. Let's see. I didn't see a flag.
Well, I don't.
Yep, there is a flag. I just saw the head of coaching away right here at the 20. We're going to wait the call.
Illegal procedure. The offense penalties decline.
It's going to be third down.
Third down.
I would have backed them up.
Yeah,
they're too dangerous. But you got to trust your defense, right, Coach?
That's right.
Twins left, single receiver right. Bass alone setback. Green in motion to the left side. Quarterback looking for this option. And we got another flag. That's going to be a hold, and the Raiders snuff it out. Going to decline that one for sure, I'm sure. That's an area of a hold. Well, the Raiders did not bite on that at all.
No, that didn't fool anybody.
No. They watched film. Let's see what they elect here. Yeah, holding it is. Will be declined. 4th down coming up for the Red Riders.
Well, I'm telling you, Weir has done everything possible to prevent themselves from scoring right here.
Yes, they have. I look for something to the air, or they're going to go to the wide side. You're going to have Bass in the backfield. Those receivers can clear out that wide side. But nope, they're going to go to the air. Lyons is looking. He's running for his life. He's still pumping, and he's going to take a shot into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Yep. And we got a flag on the play. Now, who's the flag on? A late flag. If this is against the Raiders,
that's going to hurt.
That could hurt. I was watching the air attack and not seeing what happened on the back side. It was way after the pass was gone.
Wonder if that was a late hit on the quarterback.
I'm trying to see. I lost it on film as they followed the ball. It could be roughing the passer. There was a Raider in the territory there. They're still hashing it out.
I like the fact that these officials are getting together and making sure they make the right call.
I agree 100%. Here's the call.
Oh. It was on Weir, whatever it was.
Yes, it was. That's declined. Microphone did not work. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Okay.
So Raiders have the ball. Turnover on downs. I believe that's the first one today.
Well, and that solely goes back to penalties.
Yes.
Right there.
That was self-inflicted wounds right there.
Yep.
Let's see if the Raiders can capitalize. They have a 12-point advantage, and they're wanting to build some cushion. Because you know this team can strike quick, so you got to.
Oh, yeah. Both these guys can do it. You just want to slow that Weir team down all you can.
7:30 to go. If you're the Raiders, you like to chew the rest of this clock up. Here we go. Up the gut. Goes Delk. Nice first down carry.
24 Delk the ball for you. First by 20,
got 6 on first down. You take that all day.
All day long.
And they're making it 5 now. So either way, 5 or 6, you take it all day. Yes, indeedy. No rush. Take your time, chew clock.
This is all about chewing clock for them.
Great house under center. Handoff. I think that's Begler. And he got a yard, maybe.
Wasn't a whole lot of running room right there.
No. Still, you're looking at 3rd down and 4. That's manageable.
Ball placed at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Raiders.
What?
I think my noser's running as fast as Colson does.
That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast.
That's pretty fast. The reality is, like you said, Roane doesn't have to do anything different.
No. Box is loaded. And up the gut he goes. He spins it. He's got a first down. And
absolutely.
Did you notice that surge?
Yes,
Needed
sir.
4, got 5. Did you see the helmets? Those guys.
The forward lean.
Yeah, and their heads were down. They couldn't see him. Had their, they're just trying to knife in there, and they could have had him for a loss, but he squeaked through and got the first down.
That's
heads up, guys.
It's not a do or die drive, but Weir wants to keep this thing tight. They got to stay in this.
Here we go. We'll try and get her. Oh, the ball's on the turf, and the Raiders, woo! Fortunate to get on it and get 2 yards out of it.
Boy, I tell you what, that was close. That could have bounced any other way. Thank goodness Begler jumped right back on that.
And still got a 2-yard gain out of that. Now they're going to mark it down. Either way, you got a gain out of it. The biggest gain is they got the ball back.
Exactly. I'd have took a 1-yard loss and smiled.
Live to play another day, right?
Yes, sir.
2nd down and 9 for the Raiders. Nearing the 5-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Ice Bowl 2022. Handoff, up the gut he goes. Big surge, my goodness, what a gain.
Wow.
Begler got 7.
With help from 32.
It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
He's out to the 43-yard line.
They are literally just grinding the ball out.
I want to go back to what you pointed out. I'm amazed at the size holes these guys are putting pressure on and squeaking through and just getting skinny like we talked about earlier.
Well, and literally, Weir's got about every gap filled on this front line. Watch what they do. They've been walking these backers up, and they're just trying to stop it.
Yep. Surge ahead. 1st down gain. Delk needed 2, got 3.
And that is so demoralizing when an offense can continually just grind and grind and grind, and the defense can't get off the field.
It would really be neat. So the years we coached in high school, you go to the scrimmage, you can obviously stand down there on the field, and you can watch the plays from the backside.
Yes.
Wouldn't you like to be down there watching this from the backside to see the creases these guys are getting in?
Yep. Because they're trusting their line completely.
Absolutely. And met at the backfield. Somebody miscued on that. Off the edge come that.
Yeah, he come knifing across there and met him square before he ever got his shoulders.
Harper got a touch there, got a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 for the Raiders.
Begler checked back in there.
Probably needed a little break.
Listen, he's got 16 carries, and you know, not all of these yards are easy.
No.
Because they're running between the tackles most of the time.
Absolutely. And here we go. Trying to get the edge, and he's going to get maybe a yard, and that's it.
Forced out of bounds there by number 4, Jamari Bass. 3rd and long. Coming up for the Raiders.
Just not much room there.
And they're going to progress back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So we're looking at 3rd and 9. Have not seen this very often from the Raiders today.
We really haven't. From either team, really. They've pretty much taken care of the ball until this 2 drives here.
And here comes the wind back. Did not need that. And the rain. 3rd and 9. Greathouse, it looked like he audibled. Handoff, up the gut they go. And they got about 2, almost 3 out of that. Cottrell took it ahead near midfield. Going to be 4th down and 6. Heavy 6 for the Raiders.
Just no room there. Great job of that Weir defense squeezing that down that time.
I mean, they've got 8 in the box.
Well, and that's great until they pop a little wrinkle on you. Or somebody gets loose because there ain't nobody to run them down.
Play clock down to 12 seconds. They're going to chew clock. Going to have to get it off quick, down to 7. Could be a false start coming here. Or they're going to take a timeout. Here we go. There it is. Begler's got it. He's got a 1st down to the 40.
Wow.
Wow. Needed 9 on that 3rd down and got about 13.
That's impressive. Great job right there, getting some downfield blocking.
And on the edge.
Yeah, on the short side of the field.
Yeah. Wow. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter.
Time is a-ticking.
Indeed it is. Handoff up the middle into the open field. One guy to beat, stays behind his blocker. He's down to the 10. They're going to catch him from behind down at the 7.
Wow.
Goes number 10, Begler.
I tell you what, he is having a stand-up day.
He is. First and goal for the Raiders from the 7-yard line on a big squirt ahead.
Oh, he picked up a chunk right there.
34-yard pickup for Begler. He's over 100 now.
Yes, sir.
141. I think the wind blew him half of the way. All right, here we go. Up the gut they go, down to, let's see, probably the 3. Skylar Delk, 3 yards shy. They're going to mark him at the 2 officially. I'd give it back to him, let him get it.
Well, both of those guys are just...
They complement each other very well.
They really do. It's just a 1-2 punch.
Makes it tough for a defense to key in on just one guy.
Yeah, you can't do it. Not against these guys.
Here we go. Swallowed up. Begler takes it in for the touchdown. 2 yards in for the score. And looks like we have another massive storm system coming through because it is getting terrible out here again.
This is the second half of Hurricane, whatever that was that came through.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
Well, it could move on out at any time. Halftime is pretty nice. The wind had died down, but it has picked back up. Raiders going to go for 2 here.
This could get difficult for Weir real quick.
Play action. Oh, he's got a man in the end zone. Wide open, caught. 2-point conversion is good as he connects with number 32, Colton Paxton. Woo, folks, we're going to step aside and take a short break. More action coming up here on Braxton Live and HD Media.
Your bank shouldn't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. It's about you, your family, your future. That's why you're gonna feel good about Polka Valley Bank, because people have been feeling good about us for over 100 years. Bottom line, we have all the services of a big bank, but we're local. At Polka Valley Bank, our decision making is local. Our people get to know you and call you by name. It's a relationship with a bank that you can feel good about. See us online at polkavalleybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Prescription for Your Health is a personalized health plan that's overseen by your physician that incorporates a medical plan, a personalized fitness plan, as well as education focusing on nutrition and well-being.
We try to tie it all together with a health coach to help individuals work through and set up realizable goals and then be able to work towards those goals.
The patients who are participating regularly really enjoy the program and do feel better.
Roane General Hospital is care you can trust close to home.
It's a 20-point lead here in Spencer, West Virginia for the hosting Roane County Raiders, set to kick the ball away to the Red Riders. Big score, big 2-point conversion converted. And they're going to squib it down the field. And Colson's going to pick it up at the 14. Here he goes. He's dangerous. And they're going to get him down at the 19. The best coverage of the day. And who did it? Number 24, Skylar Delk. He's been the saver on the kickoff return team.
Absolutely. He has had a whale of a ball game thus far.
Wow. Great. Best coverage of the day. While we have a short stop here, we want to thank Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley, Roane General Hospital, Polka Valley Bank, GoMart, and HD Media for the sponsorship of this game. Couldn't have done it without you. And what a great game we've had to cover, Shane.
Oh, it's so far, and we still got a whole another quarter coming up.
We didn't have to pay to see it. What a win. Here we go. Red Riders, Lions, hands off. That's Colson up the gut. He's into the secondary, and he is going to be close to the first down. I believe he's got it, Shane.
I tell you what, he's dangerous.
He's dangerous north, south, east, west. He's just dangerous.
He is. He is just dangerous.
And he's got a very good field of vision, downfield vision.
Well, and right there, he was very patient. And as soon as if those guys would have delayed any, I don't think anybody had caught him.
No.
Because, I mean, once he started accelerating, he was about to go.
2 receivers near side, single receiver left. And Eric Colson again. And there they consume him a lot better, but he still got 5 yards, near 6 on that first down carry. He is what I would call a light downhill runner.
Yes.
He stays on the front of his toes and can just kind of bounce, but he bounces with speed ahead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't take him long to accelerate.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to wind up to get his speed.
Exactly. And that's the third quarter, folks. 1 quarter to go, and the Raiders, the stands, the players are fired up. We'll see if they can hang on. It's 40-20 here in Spencer, West Virginia. HD Media and Braxton Live coming back after a word on right here.
It's the off-the-wall sales event going on right now at Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. It just takes 3 easy steps. 1, pick out your brand new vehicle from Dutch Miller Ford of Ripley. 2, look for your manufacturer's invoice and tear it right off the wall. 3, get the best price right up front and take delivery of your brand new ride. It's that simple. Text or chat now at DutchMillerFord.com.
And we are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Wind has picked up in Spencer, West Virginia, and the rain has picked up, and the Roane County Raider enthusiasm is picked up here.
Buddy, it's all picked up.
I'm telling you.
Other than my body core temperature.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, here we go. Lions and the Red Riders ready to try it out. Wind's picked up. He's going to take a shot downfield and overthrows his intended open receiver.
Goodness. That was close.
Wow. Third down and 4. Had he connected, he was gone.
Yeah, he just missed him by 1.5 yards probably, and that could have been really dangerous.
Well, like we talked about and you brought up before, they're dangerous and can strike quick, Shane. Here we go, 3rd and 4 for the Red Riders. Twins left, single receiver out wide to the right. Our barricade has just broke down. The wind tunnel picking up. Handoff Colson. And he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Woo. They're going to give him progress to the line of scrimmage, but it's a no gain for the Red Riders.
That defense is swarming.
And I'm sorry, that was Jamari Bass on the carry. He was holding his helmet. He wanted more. He saw more and got tripped up. And had he got free, he would have had a lot of carpet to cover.
Yep, that was a unnecessary tackle for Roane.
I thought that was a win. That's the stands. People banging their feet. Here we go. Big 4th down play for the Red Riders. Lions looking play action. He's rolling to the far side. He's going to get on his feet. And we got a flag. It's going to negate that. I think it's a hold.
Oh, goodness.
The Red Riders would have the first down if it's a penalty against the Raiders. But I think it's going against Weir. Flag is at the 37, line of scrimmage, which is typically a
hold. When it was going away, too, the gentleman that threw it, I believe the hold was on the back side of the play, which, boy, you hate that.
You do. Personal foul.
Number 78.
Oh.
Okay. 15-yard penalty. That one hurts the Red Riders. Oh, my goodness.
So it'll be 4th and is that a spot from the spot of the foul, 15?
Yep, which I guess was right there at the line of scrimmage.
So got another flag.
That looks like a sideline.
Yeah, is that going to be a warning? Yep.
Sideline warning. They got another flag.
Oh, dear.
This is going to get out of hand. The second flag thrown after, so it's not the same call.
No, exactly. So this will be an additional.
If they're both sideline warnings, it's going to be an additional 15 tacked onto this, which would back them up all the way to the 6-yard line. So we'll have to sort this out. Hopefully the official's microphone works for this one.
Yeah, because I'd like to hear the explanation.
I would.
Dead ball, sideline warning on the defense. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense.
So you got a dead ball, sideline warning, which is a warning.
But he called it on the defense.
He did call it on the defense, but signaled to the offense. Then at a 15-yard.
Offense. All right.
Yeah, he corrected himself, yeah.
Oh, boy.
So they've backed him up to the 11-yard line. The official's microphone is still on.
Well, we'll get the full explanation.
They've maybe muted his microphone. Folks, I don't know. Sort that one out yourself. We'll see where they get it right or not.
Oh, thank goodness for some good camera angles. That way we can keep up.
So you had a dead ball sideline warning, and then the dead ball personal foul, we are assuming against the offense, backs him up. So they put it on the 11-yard line.
So they will punt for sure.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, not on the defense, but on the offense.
There it is.
Okay.
So they cleaned that up. Okay, it is on the offense. So the Red Riders are going to punt the ball, it looks like.
It will be third down.
Third down?
It was fourth down.
Yeah, you can't give him a down.
Here we go. He's going to correct that, I think. Boy, I'll tell you what. It is third down. Okay. Yep.
We'll call
that was going to be 4th and 4. So.
Okay.
They had to replay it down.
Gotcha.
It's been so long, I'd forget.
Yeah.
This is longer than the first quarter.
We haven't even had our hot chocolate delivered yet.
Yeah. I think Cabell Middle and Bridgeport game's going to be over before we're done. And they don't kick off till 7:30.
Oh, dear.
Still trying to sort this out.
Third and a country mile. Are you about to blow it live?
I hope so. There's a whistle.
Go. All right.
There's a tractor trailer and a half long right there. Third down coming up for the Red Riders. Got it sorted out. Watch them deep. They like to throw deep. Lyons is in the shotgun. Twins right, single receiver left. Play action. Colson's got it. He's got a hole. And he gets shut down very quickly. Down to the 15. So that's going to be 4th down and about 26.
I'm not sure I agree with that play call.
I'd have took a shot down the field.
I think I would have took a shot, something. I'd have tried to change the punt situation drastically.
Yeah.
They did not. But
that's why we're up here.
That's exactly right.
And we don't live in Weir. Punting team on the field. Here we go. Wind is to the back. And it's a spiraling. Going to take a nice Red Rider bounce. Fielded at. No, he's going to let it go. From the angle up here, looked like he was going to pick it up. And it's going to stop at roll dead and be marked down at the 37.5. So that's where the Raiders will take over.
Now, if they can punch one in right here, they can probably begin celebrating in Roane County.
Yes, indeed. 10 minutes, 7 seconds. The official time on the clock. 20-point spread lead for the Raiders. Not saying it is impossible for the Red Riders.
No, but it's getting tougher by the minute.
Urgency is of the essence for Weir.
Well, points have been hard to come by.
They have.
So in this second half, it's been tough.
Handoff, number 10. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go on that one. Begler shut down. Going to be second down and 10.
When you look at the bulk of the points that were scored in the first half, you're thinking, man, we're going to have a blowout of a game as far as points. And it has just dried up. Both defensives are making things happen.
I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the mental strength and toughness. It's tough to go 10-0 in the regular season.
Sure.
And much less maintain that momentum, facing a team you don't know anything about.
Right.
Especially. Skylar Delk squirts ahead, gets 3, so we're looking at a 3rd pretty long, 3rd and 7 for the Raiders.
I don't look for them to do anything crazy. Maybe a little swing pass or something, but.
What do you think? 2 plays, they've chewed over a minute off the clock.
There you go.
So we need to get a first down and keep this drive going if they want to keep this rolling. Third down and 7. Big third down play here for the Raiders. And spin move and out of bounds at it looks like the 45.
Well, that should bring out the punt team, I'm going to assume.
Well, we'll see. I hate to punt to him. Woo-hoo. Begler about 5 yards shy.
You bring a great point up about punting to them or giving them the ball. You know, if you don't get it, you give them the ball in good field position.
But think about it. This is almost where they're averaging their start anyway.
True. True. Maybe you trust your offense. Go out there and go on 2.
Hey, haven't seen it today. Can it be done? Play action. Going to get caught from the backside. No, it's thrown and it's tipped and out of bounds. No good. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Intended for Colton Paxton. Number 32, so the Red Riders. There you go, Shane. They got great field position.
Great field position. Now, they have got to make something happen from this.
Yeah, if they want to close the gap, now's the time to do it. 7:41 to go. And like you said, they're starting from the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Great field position to get the ball in the end zone quickly.
Yes, indeed. Triple receivers out wide to the right, single receiver this near side. Lions low snap. He takes a shot over the middle, and it is going to be caught, pulled in, and a first down and more.
I can't believe he got that play off.
I can't either.
Wow.
Caught by number 24, Deshaun Smith, in on the coverage, Delk.
Hey, you don't quit on the play, do you?
No, you don't, but he just about lost that.
Have your lights on in the end zone. You can please turn your lights off.
So 1st and 10 from the Raider 22-yard line. Snap back, handoff, Colson, and he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage and drugged down. Sorry, that was Bass. Check that.
That was just too slow developing right there.
It really was.
Roane just, you're not going to keep them blocked for very long.
No. Got about half a yard on that carry down to the 21. Woo, the wind is picking up.
I believe the temperature is going down.
Very quickly. Snap comes back, handoff. That's number 24, I believe, Smith. Down across the 20, just across the 20. Going to be 3rd and long for the Red Riders.
3rd down and 8 coming up for the Red Riders.
Well,
and the clock is ticking away for.
And they're in a do or die situation. They have to score right here.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you almost expect an onside kick.
Yes. I mean, they're in that kind of position.
Trips left, single receiver right. Lions takes a snap. He's got pursuit. Oh, he's looking for a receiver. It's pulled in. No, he dropped it. Oh, he had it in his hands and he dropped it. Kanye Green.
Oh, my goodness. He was there.
Could not pull it in. What a play. Great effort by Lions. Great effort by Green. I think the spin
got him. Yeah, it's got him out of position or something. Well,
and
4th down.
The momentum just spun it out of his hands.
Here's the thing, you don't have to score here. I mean, it would be nice, but you have to get a first down.
Yeah.
So you got to have some of those first down routes and then maybe somebody in the end zone.
The stick becomes your priority now.
That's correct.
Trips right, single receiver left. Need to reach the 12 for a first down, and I believe Weir is going to take a timeout. 1 of 3 they have. That's a wise decision for sure. We definitely want to thank Glenn Jeffries for State Senate. Glenn has been a proud supporter of Roane County athletics, along with all the schools in the 8th District. Senator Jeffries is a leader in building new jobs and development in West Virginia. Vote Glenn Jeffries for State Senate. Thank you to all of our sponsors for today.
Can't do it without them.
Cannot. Absolutely cannot. Very thankful for them.
Well,
definitely thankful
high school sports are dependent on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely thankful to HD Media for the opportunity to cover this as well, and Braxton Live to be a part of this.
Great group of people.
Absolutely. Been doing this with them for about 5 years now and love every second of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, what we got to have right here, Mr. Oates?
Well, the first down, I think, is the key for the Red Riders, like we talked about earlier. Obviously, you'd like to get points, but if you want to ensure that you get points, you got to get that first down, because the first down enables you to continue on.
Correct. You have to have a first.
Yep. Here we go. Lyons is rolling, running for his life. He's going to go down. He's down at the 31. Took a knee. He got spun around. Pressure too much, and he could not get away. Slips and goes down, and it's going to be Raider ball.
Yes, sir.
I don't think that's how they drew it up out of that timeout.
No, but give the credit to the defensive end for Roane County.
Containment.
Who got upfield but did not lose containment.
Yep.
You're exactly right. He got up there and caused him to have to make a decision.
With a defender in front of him.
Yeah, he never gave up. And you know, you can be being blocked, but yet still do your job.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
Great job on that defensive end.
Now, that is for Roane County.
Yes.
It really is.
Yep, I would agree. I mean, we have got 5 minutes and 55 seconds. All they need to do is pick up a couple of first downs and
get in the locker room and get warm.
Exactly.
Great house. Handoff. Up the gut they go. Nothing fancy. Same like as before. Pick up 4 yards from Mr. Delk.
That puts him up right on the 150 mark.
Said a stellar afternoon, as has Begler.
Both of his young men have had very good afternoons.
But go back to what you talked about, and you brought it to light. Wouldn't have done it without this stellar Roane County line.
Oh my goodness, such an athletic offensive line. And we've coached enough together, boys. Let me tell you something. You get excited when you've got a good line.
Oh yeah, yes you do. They enable you to do so many things.
Correct.
Snap handoff. Trying to get a little room off tackle there, and it did not open up for Begler.
No, there just wasn't anywhere to go.
Nope.
Three
Actually, I think that was Cottrell.
Was it?
Or Paxton. Either way, nothing opened up for the tailback there. Looking at 3rd down and 6 now for the Raiders.
That clock just ticking away.
Time is running out for the Red Riders. Great house under center. 3rd and 6. There's a hole to the outside. Comes Begler. He breaks the tackle, and he's got a first down for the Raiders out to the 43-yard line.
That is trouble.
You could have got a deuce and a half through that hole right there.
Well, and that just seals the inevitable. I mean, I know the clock hasn't run out yet, but for Weir to come up with 20 points at this point in the ball game is not going to be easy.
No, not at all.
You know, the points in this second half, which we kind of talked about, 8.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, wow.
Both teams, great defensive adjustments for sure. Nice hole out to the outside. There's a woo.
That was almost a horse collar or a face mask.
Yeah, it was close. Big 9-yard pickup for Begler. Another about 3-4 yards, he'd have been in open space.
Yes. Well, and he's just really shifty. You know, he can get away with more than one cut.
Yeah. Officials have a timeout there. I think they're going to bring the chains out for a measurement.
Yep, I think you're right.
It is very, very close. You know, I will be honest with you, hats off to both teams. They've had great seasons this year.
Oh, my goodness.
The Red Riders, nothing to be ashamed of. If they fall short today, 7-4 on the season, it's a great season.
How many teams are not here
How many
on
teams?
this weekend?
That's exactly right.
My hat's off to them. Great season.
So we're going to get a bird's eye view. Do they have the first down? And they are short.
Boy, it ain't but much.
Nope, you couldn't get a Big Mac in there.
I was going to say I've had hamburgers bigger than that.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's even without the lettuce and tomato on there.
I think that last stack of pancakes I saw you eat was taller than that.
Yep, absolutely.
What
well,
are we eating?
I tell you what, I'd like to have a stack of pancakes right now. Just stick my hands in.
I'm just wondering where we're eating after the ball game.
Yeah. It's not going to be Dairy Queen, I'll tell you that.
Be no Frosty in my future.
No. No Blizzard or nothing.
No, sir.
I think I'm going to go to Go-Mart and just stick my head under the coffee pot. And I don't even like coffee.
Yeah, but it'd feel good.
It would feel great.
All right, so punches through for another first down, and that would pretty well ice the cake at 3:39.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Second down in inches. Second down and a Big Mac to go. Or double Whopper.
I was going to say, it probably wasn't as tall as a Big Mac.
All right, here we go.
Wind. He's up.
Hand off. Delk up he goes, and he's got more than enough for the first down.
Yeah.
He needed a sandwich, and he got a buffet.
Yeah, I was going to say, he got the whole menu.
I'm telling you. Absolutely. You got a basket of fries and more on that carry. Down to the 37.
Full meal deal right there, boys.
Well, and we talked about it earlier in the pregame. The opportunity to watch this team, and we had said we've been watching Roane County for a lot of years.
Yep.
This has definitely been the best Roane County team we have seen.
It's one of the most complete teams that we've seen. They've had some wonderful athletes, but man, they're stacked.
Hand off. There we go. That is Begler, and he has got a nice 4-yard carry on first down. And you know what's even amazing, more amazing, both these tailbacks have remained healthy throughout the entire regular season.
Exactly right. And they block for each other all game long.
They moved the spot back, so a 3-yard pickup for Begler. Down to the 34.
On a running clock. Actually, is it running? No. Yes, it is. All right, they started.
Yeah, please run.
Yeah.
We're going to have a false start. Delay a game. I wasn't watching can't see the play clock going this way. Delay a game against the Raiders. That is only the 4th penalty for the Raiders tonight. 4 penalties for 20 yards, and the Red Riders, 7 penalties for 81 yards.
And the thing about the Weir Red Riders is penalties. The most inopportune times.
And on the offensive side of the ball.
On the offense, yes, correct. In the red zone.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go on and on about the opportunities that were missed.
Yep, absolutely.
Because of that.
But still, a very well put together Red Rider team for sure. And we're going to have, I figured we'd have whistles
that
for
was
sure.
Total miscommunication
Absolutely.
for Roane County.
Great House loses 6 yards.
Well, that was not intended for him to carry.
No.
I don't know who that was for, but it was not for him.
But I was really expecting a false start call there. But
how valuable is it for Mr. Greathouse as a freshman to have led this team, in the coming years? What experience is he gaining now, as a quarterback?
He's going to be Well, to do this as a freshman, he's going to be dangerous for anybody in his conference the next 3 years.
Absolutely. There it is.
And the Raiders take a knee. Clock is down to 48.6 seconds. This is only the third delay a game against the Raiders.
5-yard penalty, still fourth down.
Still fourth down. So it's not over yet.
Nope. We'll have to snap a ball.
So now the Raiders looking at fourth down and 18.
Third down.
So replay of third down. 47 seconds, and the clock is rolling. This will be the third time that the Raiders have won in the playoffs.
And this will be a big one.
It's very big for.
This will enable them to have home field advantage next week.
Yes, indeed. And Greathouse drops back, takes the knee. And that is going to do it. The Roane County Raiders, the third ranked team in AA, defeat the 14th ranked Weir Red Raiders in an epic battle of an exciting ball game here at Spencer, West Virginia, 40-20.
Great football game with just lots of swings and momentum, and
absolutely,
it really had it all. And really, you know, I didn't feel like it was totally out of check until the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Right. Well, Kroger's player of the game. Who you think there, Mr. Roane?
My goodness, we kind of in the commercials have talked on and off about one particular individual, and I think we both settled in on Mr. Delk.
Yeah, Skylar Delk, 22 carries, 161 yards. Great night for him. Averaged 7.3 yards per carry, but I think
that's just the offense.
Yeah, that is the offense.
Countless stops defensively, key tackles. And then something that I would like to bring up on the offense, he blocks for Mr. Begler, who had 26 carries for 166 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Now, you remove Skylar Delk out of that lineup blocking, and I guarantee you those yards are not there like that.
Yeah, both of these guys could be the Kroger player of the game. But the defensive side of it today for us was the deciding factor. Because he had 2 touchdown-saving tackles on kickoff returns.
Yep.
That score would be different had he not
just
caught him out of bounds.
A great game.
Absolutely. So for us, we thank you all for tuning in. We thank HD Media, all the sponsors. Eric Campbell with the Braxton Live, all the entire team. Shane, thank you.
Hey, had a blast, buddy.
Yeah, boy, we get to go get warm. So thanks for tuning in. Again, Roane County on top of the Red Riders of Weir, 40-20. Good night and have a safe weekend, everybody.
Good night.